Finally, TSR Sports is back on the YouTubes. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Golden State Warriors fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, meaning live play-by-play reaction for tonight's game. The Golden State Warriors versus the San Antonio Spurs. I will be live for the rest of the game. Should not miss another Spurs game. For those coming in, I was in Atlantic City this weekend for the UFC. And unfortunately missed a couple big, we missed two big nights. Jalen Brunson and Victor Wembanyama going off on Friday night's big overtime win for the San Antonio Spurs. I did see the game live. We were me and my buddy were pretty tired at night, so I ended up just watching the game the whole time on my computer. He said, why don't you try going live? I was like, there's no way with this internet connection I can go live because the stream, the game itself was buffering a few times, so there's no way I would have had the bandwidth to go live in the hotel. That being said, we won't miss the game moving forward this season. Might miss a game here and there next season, but a nice win by the Spurs. And on their first three-game winning streak of the year, tonight's going to be tough. Golden State Warriors going to come out to play, and the Spurs are going to be short a couple of people tonight. Keldon Johnson and Jeremy Sohan are out. I also heard Jeremy Sohan might be out for the rest of the year. Let's hope not. Good evening, Steven. Spur of the moment, Tucker, Daniel Berry, local news. Roy Gardner with the what I like to have right now, and drops the mic. Jaibel, this is going to be a reaction, scoreboard, play-by-play, game clock, etc., but it is illegal to show the game in the United States when it's live. You can react to highlights afterward, but when it's live, cannot be shown, so the only game I can show is, well, this one. Sucker! Happy Easter, yes, happy Easter from myself, from Headband Grogu, Baby Coyote, and Selena Bunny. Happy Easter. Apparently, good evening to you. Ronald, I did see the game. I did see the game Friday night versus the Spurs versus the Knicks. I saw every minute of that game. I was glued to my computer watching it, but I couldn't call it. I was in Atlantic City in a hotel, and the connection was not great. You guys saw the videos I put up yesterday. You're like, where are you? And I was like, all will be told soon. I was in Atlantic City for the UFC and had a great weekend with my buddy. Saw the UFC. We walked the boardwalk. Also got a bunch of stuff from the Under Armour store. They have the big outlet section out there in Atlantic City, and my buddy got some Under Armour stuff too. So I got a new pair of basketball kicks. I actually ended up getting a pair of Steph Curry kicks because that was the only one they have in there. They were on sale. I thought, what a good deal, $40 on them, and I was like, okay. And then I got a pair of new running shoes, which I desperately needed. So it was a good time. Ronald, I have not. The Biscuit Buddy. If you miss a game next season, just have TSR. I don't think his play-by-play is going to be very engaging. We might see Mamo get some minutes tonight. Sven says, hi, as a French fan, it's a pleasure to follow you on your stream, man. Go through it. Well, thank you, Sven. And great name, by the way. Great name, Sven. I played a character, Sven, multiple times when I was doing low-budget independent films because me and my buddy we had discovered Sven Olthorsen, who is a really big dude that was one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's workout buddies or stuntmen, and he did like 15 movies with him, but I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. And there it is for Roy, finishing it up. Jorge, good evening to you. 8 Kills, good evening to you. And this game is supposedly on NBA TV, but when I click on Watch Live, I only get Game Will Begin Shortly. Is anybody else getting Game Will Begin Shortly? What is this nonsense? What do you mean Game Will Begin Shortly? It's 7:04. The game is supposed to start at 7. Game should not be starting shortly. You should be having the pre-games up now. I got to meet Malachi Branham the other day. Got him to sign a poster of his dunk on LeBron and also signed his rookie card. Wow! Okay, that is awesome. Gabriel says TSR is not allowed to watch Spurs games anymore. Every time women Spurs play, well, Gabriel, I watched the game that they won in overtime. I did not call the game. All right, it says pregame now in there. Maybe I just needed to reload my NBA app. Maybe. I'm still getting game. Is anybody else getting Game Will Begin Shortly from NBA TV? This is making me a little worried. Clay's in. Veronica, thank you for stopping in. Happy Easter to you. And yeah, I'm kind of curious what's going on here. I just keep seeing Game Will Begin Shortly. You have the same there. Thank you, Robin. The NBA better not screw this one up tonight and not show the game. I don't know. I'd be very upset. And I don't have the option to watch anything else because it's on NBA. Ooh, I do have options. NBA TV Center Court. Oh, I could switch to the Spurs broadcast. Let me do that. Well, this. All right. I just got video at the Spurs broadcast, and I'd rather hear Sean Elliott anyway. Well, the little I can barely hear, I'd rather hear Sean Elliott. All right, I'm just going to watch it on the Spurs stream. The Biscuit Buddy, are you sure you're watching NBA TV or not something else? Because I was just getting the game will begin, but I switched to the Spurs stream, and now I've at least got some video up. Keep that bunny head forever. All right, thank you for a moment. 707, all right. Hi, Rich. I'm starting to think you are in bad luck. Every time you don't broadcast, we put up... You know, Pat, it should be noted, the Spurs have only been a losing team since this channel started. They're on a 5-year losing streak. Guess how long TSR Sports has been around? 5 years. April 5th will be the 5-year anniversary. That is actually this coming up this week, is it not? Yes, it is. Oh my goodness. That is going to be this Friday, which the Spurs do play on Friday. Don't remember who we play, but we're going to be doing some giveaways that night. I found a Baby Coyote I want to give away that's similar to this. I don't see the black jerseys on Prime, but the white jerseys on Prime. And, you know, hey, it's Baby Coyote. Boop, boop. So, I mean, who doesn't want Baby Coyote? So we'll probably do a Baby Coyote giveaway. I found a Tim Duncan, I forgot what they're called, Fun Pop, whatever, those little things that come in the white box, and you got the little window you can see the player on. Miss TSR also sent me some blankets and beach towels and things of that nature. So I don't know how we're going to do it. If we're just going to do one item or let you guys pick your item. I think we're going to do 5 giveaways, 5 random questions throughout the night, not all front-loaded, not all back-loaded, just 5 throughout the night. And then maybe I'll just let you guys pick. Do you want the Tim Duncan thing? Do you want Coyote, Squishy Coyote? Oh, I found a Squishy Victor Wembanyama like this. Do you want Plushy Wemby Plushy? So I might just let you guys pick. Yes, I got the game up now, and it's nice to see. If history has anything to say about it, Wemby will have a bad night because we're on national television. And because I'm calling the game. Allez, ce soir, gros match de Wemby, obligé. I know I just said Chico, but it sounds positive, so thank you very much. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so fast, friend, free, nutritious, and delicious. And as always, go Spurs, go. Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go! Friday's your birthday? Well, happy early 24th, Veronica. I think we're going to... Yeah, I think we'll probably just do... You guys can pick the gifts. Because I don't want you to win and be like, I really wanted the Wemby plushie, but I won, I don't know, this thing instead. So I'll probably just pull up a few prizes for you guys to pick from, and then whoever wins the trivia will get the prize. The trivia will be sports related, and it might be questions that you would know, only maybe some people know only by watching this channel. So, and if you've been here enough, a lot of these I'm not going to ask you anything weird that you have no idea what the answer is to that. Like, what was TSR Sports' first model guitar you ever bought? I'm not going to ask that because I haven't talked about that on the channel, but anything sports related I've talked about on the channel, I'll go over, you know, might get those type of questions. Nothing like in a detailed stat, like I'm not going to ask what was David Robinson's career high in scoring. I don't want to do questions where you're just going to go look it up on the Google. 29.8, by the way, when you win a scoring title. Stuff like that, I know, but maybe the average person doesn't know that. So we'll try to keep it fun, and may the best person win. Hey, Mars, good evening to you. The rabbit's not for Veronica. It's for Easter, but she's saying keep it there permanently. Bonjour, indeed. Wemby went for 4. How about this crazy bad luck for TSR? Those of you that you probably know already, but I cover Victor Wembanyama on this channel, the Spurs fan, by request of his fan base, and now I've become a fan. I'm also covering Kai Soto. I'm interested to see his journey to the NBA. And wouldn't you know it, this weekend when I'm out of town, both of them have career highs, with Wemby going off for Friday night for 40, and then I'm trying to do the timeline. It was early so it would have been Saturday night, Saturday morning for us, Kai having a career high in 28 over in the B League. And I was like, what the heck? Both players that I featured on this channel in the past have career games. I just saw City Sissoko with his jersey on. Is he going to get some playing time? Keldon and Jeremy are out tonight, so I don't even know who the Spurs starters are at this moment. Nice logo, Jacob. Stevenson's 4 in a row. I like so. And Franklin, I think we can win tonight. Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Trace Jackson Davis, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry are the starters for the Warriors. And, well, actually, I got that right. That's why I have their starting lineup as well. Caps Luck, what's up? I'm here to see... I actually missed what you said there. Giveaways on the 5-year anniversary, Caps Lock, which is this Friday. Brian, he's my dude too. So Julian Champagny, Chetty Osman, Victor Wembanyama, Malachi Branham, and Trey Jones are the starters. That's going to be a massive defensive downgrade with Jeremy Sochan out of the lineup and Malachi in there. Time to put up or shut up, kid. Come on, Malachi. Play well tonight. Bo, he's not starting, but maybe we'll see City play at some point tonight. I could have sworn I saw his jersey and not like he's ready to play. Brandon Podziemski, the last few times we played him, he has put up some pretty good numbers if I remember correctly. He will be a handful. My biggest concern on this is I think we're gonna have to try to outscore. Obviously, always outscore, but this is not going to be a defensive game. We're just going to have to it's going to be an offensive showing. Players are on the court, and away we go. Spurs win the jump ball. Maybe Wemby can go for 50 tonight. So I could say call his career high, his rookie season. Wemby, speaking which, has the ball right now. Starts to drive, loses the ball out of bounds, and we're going to start off with a turnover. Cool. Thank you for stopping in. I heard if we win this game, we drop. Yes, Jorge, if we win, we do drop. And yes, he is, Vera. I can't root for the Spurs to lose. I just can't. It's not in me. I mean, really, the player that I think we both want, or not we, but I think the player that a lot of Spurs fans want is either Alexander Sarr or Versace. And there's others that want Dillingham or Topic, Shepard, whatever. Wiggins in the paint misses a shot, and I think that was a block by Wemby. But to get Versace or Sarr, you're going to need a top 2 pick. We're not going to get that by a record. We're going to need some luck in the lottery to get one of those. Wemby's going to drive in the paint, kicks it out to Brandon for an open 3. Off the rim, off and up over the backboard, and she's out of here. Going to be Warriors ball. Happy Easter, Cowboy X Factor. That is Selena Bunny. Or the Easter Gomez. However you want to put it. But from what it looks like Veronica's a big fan of her face being covered. Do with that what you will. Steph Curry into the paint. Layup over Wemby. That's blocked by Wemby. Oh, why? My players on the court isn't updated. Victor will lay it down the other end, and he is going to get fouled and go to the line for 2. There we go. That's all updated now. Sorry, my friend, I had to do a quick refresh. And now we're all 100% up and running. Oh my gosh, Vassell's out too. Wait, where's Devin Vassell? No, Vassell's so. I just realized that too. I'm like, wait a minute, the starting lineup. I didn't know if Vassell's going to be out. I only saw Keldon and Sochan. Where the heck is why is Devin out? I did see he got fined, Cowboy X Factor. I thought about doing a quick video on it, but I was like, honestly, I was kind of tired. So I didn't. I had a long weekend being in Atlantic City. Highest scoring games by a Spurs rookie. 40 is the second highest, with Wemby having the 40 Friday night. David Robinson holds the Spurs record at 41. So Wemby still has some games left to try to break that. I love David Robinson, but I hope Wemby does. Records are made to be broken. Wiggins going to launch a 3, no good. And Trey Jones will get the rebound. And the Warriors are still looking for their first bucket. Actually, so are the Spurs. Those are free throws by Wemby. Chetty Osman with the layup in the paint. 4-0. Let's go. Everybody is out, you. And I don't think we're tanking. So, cool. This court the Spurs are using. Ooh, Steph Curry for 3. Why do we still have 2 on the scoreboard? Did something not count? Did I miss something? What's going on here? It's 6-3. Yeah, NBA's being weird. The Spurs court. This is their city edition. That's where they wear special jerseys that aren't the norm. And with those special jerseys, the court is different. So that's why you're seeing this different court tonight instead of the standard Spurs court. They're not even on the bench, Veronica? Wemby said he's not paying the fine. He said it'll be taken care of, but he's not going to pay. What? Vassell's out with left foot soreness. I had no idea he was out. I saw the Spurs starting lineup, and it didn't even hit me that Devin Vassell wasn't playing. And when he breaks up the alley-oop, I don't know if that's a block, a steal, or both. Trey Jones is going to line up for 3. Nope. Klay Thompson with the rebound, when did Klay get back in the starting lineup for the Warriors? I saw that he was going to come off the bench. That apparently didn't last very long. Off-balance jumper by Klay is good. 6-5, Spurs up by 1. And you're welcome. He does have 3 blocks already. Vera, I did hear that Sochan might be out for the rest of the season. Actually, Miss TSR Sports sent that to me. Wemby for 3. Oh. Ay. Ay, ay, ay. And now a turnover by the Warriors. Spurs on the run to get it up to Champagny. Champagny alley to Wemby. Oh, way off. Threw it over his head. How do you throw it over Wemby's head? The alley-oop is also way off. And now fouled on the other end by Malachi Branham. Kellen's on the bench. I don't think Vassell... Wow. 2 starters and 1. We are... I guess we might see City Sissoko tonight. We're a little short-handed. Well, you know what? Why not? We're not playing for the playoffs. Might as well see what our guys can do, right? Curry loses the ball, gets it back. 10 on the shot clock for Steph. Guarded by Trey Jones. Gets pick and roll. Steph will drive. Kicks it out to 3 for Draymond from the corner. Draymond Green, it's a 3. The Warriors take the lead. Light's making me look a little pale tonight. But paler than normal. Spurs ball. Osman open for 3. Off the rim, no good. Out of bounds. Warriors ball. I have to do research, but this TSR done game was... I don't think I've done... The Spurs have played 3 overtime games, Cowboy X Factor. I know I missed the one against the Nets that they won in overtime, and I missed the Rockets game in overtime, so you just have to check their schedule and see what the other overtime game is. And if you... I can actually check that during the next break. Curry with the ball. Gets it to Draymond. Draymond pull up in the paint. No good. Long rebound falls in the hands of Julian Champagny. Champagny will bring it up for the Spurs. 8:15 to go. My clock's a little behind. We'll get that fixed. Brandon with right now drives on Steph Curry into the paint. High up off the glass. No good. Jones gets in there with the rebound. Throws it off the glass. And Trey Jones won a nice bucket. All tied up at 8. Draymond shoots 3 like his back hurts. Another good evening to you. L. Lance. No. Bear will start to be here in the Spurs next game, which I think is Tuesday night. And then we're off a couple nights until Friday. So Bear will be here for the last 7 games of the season. No TS Bear as of yet. I mean, Headband Grogu's here. Whoop. Wemby into the paint. Layup. Ooh, we missed. Yeah, Muhammad, you aren't kidding. You're right. Raptors overtime. That's when we lost. I did call that penalty. I did catch that one. Thank you. And a nice drive to the hoop and finish by TJD, Trace Jackson Davis. 12-8. I call the Raptors loss. It is Spurs ball. And the Spurs are really depleted tonight, so I'm curious on pop rotations. Brandon little jumper. Good. 12-10. Well, hello from France. Le cool. I am off tomorrow. I'm not rubbing it into anybody. But being in Atlantic City all weekend, I wanted to have a little chance to rest, recuperate, get an oil change tomorrow. Steph gets to run her in the paint, so I will be off for a little 4-day weekend from Mr. TSR. However, if I wake up early, alley-oop to Wemby. Boom! Shakalaka!
Underdog of justice.
Nice. Warriors can't defend that. If I wake up early enough, I might put an hour into work, but that's it. Missed by Clay. Wemby with the rebound. 14-12, about 6.5 minutes to go. Osman drives in the paint. An ugly, his butt-looking layup, but he made it. So it's all good. The greatest boop in history. By the way. Boop. And a timeout by the Warriors. Let's get my clock corrected. Right up at 14. And now replay of the greatest boop in the history of boops. Boop. By the way, I have to share this. Did you guys know Coyote does the boops? And at the UFC Saturday night in Atlantic City, I forgot the fighter's name. Michael Bisping was interviewing him in the post-fight, and it's like, hey, can you break down what just happened in this, this moment right here? He's like, oh yeah, I had him backing up, threw the right, and boop, down he went. I was like, he booped, he used the boop. I thought it was hilarious. Spurs are 0 for Sunday. Wait a minute. We have not won on Sunday this year? Wow. I had a great time Cowboy X Factor when I was on vacation. They say don't announce when you're going to be out of town. And I don't go out of town often. Sometimes I miss Spurs games just because. But I was planned out of town. I was like, I probably shouldn't announce I'm going to be in Atlantic City. Not that I don't think anything would happen. And that there's tons of neighbors that watch the area. My house is all locked down. And there's nothing here anyway because I'm not here. And Baby Coyote came to Atlantic City with me. So Baby Coyote had his first trip. He went to Atlantic City. Woo! He had a good time. Yes, thank you, Veronica. Spike the like. What you waiting for? It's free. Exactly, Cowboy X Factor. But I had a good time. That was my 4th ever UFC I went to. So, yeah. And it was really cool. Yeah, I should, during the next break, I should go grab the Steph Curry sneakers I bought. Just for, what. I was like, hey, if they work for Steph Curry, then maybe they'll work for me. I guess Wemby's got his ocean layout, but I had already purchased those, and I was like, I'm not buying another pair of sneakers. I already spent, I think I spent $130 at the Under Armour store. Yeah, it was good. I was I'm not gonna lie, the main event, I was having trouble staying awake because that UFC might have had the most nut shots I've ever seen. There was like multiple nut shots throughout the night, and a couple of eye pokes too. So there was a lot of stoppages. And I really feel like the UFC and ESPN do a terrible job with their time management. The undercard was 8 fights, 1 got canceled, so then it got moved to 7, and they were able to get 7 fights in under 3 hours. The main card was 6 fights, and in between fights, there was at least 10 minutes between each fight. And the event didn't go to almost 1:30, and I was just exhausted at that point. I really think they need to do a better job. I understand you need video packages and set up the fight, but we don't need to see the same videos 800 times throughout the night, which they do. These events are scheduled to be 10 to 1. Get them over at 1. There should be no problem getting the events over. A turnover by the Warriors, somebody stepped out of bounds. Spurs ball. Cap select, I'll never say that for sure. Devontae Graham? Do you mean tonight or in general? Because Sarah, I don't think he's going to get any minutes the rest of the season unless we're short-handed, which we are tonight. We're severely short-handed. Devin Vassell is out. He was a late scratch. I knew Kelvin was I knew Sohan was going to be out. Kelvin was out as well. So we're missing 3 guys that were starters at the start of the year. Trey Jones with the ball, going to take off. Throws it high up off the glass. And nice job by Trey. Spurs are up 16-14. If you see it, I'll try to keep that in mind. That's a killer. Go Spurs, go to you. Cecil, this is a tough game, and there are probably Spurs fans out there rooting for us to lose this game. I get it. This could severely affect our draft position in the standings, but I personally don't have it in me to ever root against our team. It's not in my blood. Warriors with the ball, and that's a miss by Jackson Davis. Trey will bring it up the court for San Antonio, up 16-14, a little over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Osmo with the ball right now. He'll drive into the paint, throws it up high. That's an ugly shot, and that's an air ball, so no good. I don't think the Spurs play until Tuesday, so expect a lot of the guys, our starters, to log some heavy minutes with so many guys out tonight. That jumper's no good by Wiggins. Spurs ball. Spur of the moment. Yeah, our lineup is smallish. Zach Collins drives in the paint, throws it up, and nice by Zach. Get a little physical in the paint. Be honest, Rich, as a Giants fan, are you high on them potentially drafting J.J. McCarthy to replace Daniel Jones? Don't trust quarterbacks that come from elite college programs. Everything's set for them to do well. Switchblade, I don't trust the Giants in the draft at all to do the right thing. The Daniel Jones thing has scarred me for life when we took him 6 overall. That was a different regimen or regime, whatever. I don't know. I will react to the draft. I'll probably watch it miss TSR since I don't have ESPN. I will not be live for the NFL draft. By the way, Kelvin and Jeremy are right there. Whoever said they're not at the game, I just saw their faces. I don't know if Devin's there, but Kelvin and Jeremy, that is them for 100 million% for sure on that. Blake Wesley checked in. He has the ball right now for San Antonio, 12 on the shot clock. Throws it out to Collins. Collins going to take a 3. All right, we need a big game out of Zach. Thank you, Zach. Man, thank you for making a shot. I'm at a loss with the Giants switchblade because I see no direction. The Spurs have been bad the last few years. We have a franchise player. We're putting pieces around him. The Giants have been bad the last few years. I don't know what they're doing. Clay misses a 3. The ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll be off Mamu. It's going to stay with the Warriors 21-14. Yeah, Diego, the one thing I do like thank you, Cowboy X Factor. That was embarrassing. The one thing I do like about where the the Spurs winning right now. I know some fans might not be a fan, but they're starting to build chemistry. They're finding ways to win, and I'd like to go into the next season with a little bit of momentum, with some positivity. And they're getting a little of that right now. Clay, corner three, no good. Mamu with the rebound. We're going to probably see a lot of Mamu tonight. But Brandon will drive in the paint and gets the ball swatted out of bounds. The Spurs are on an 11-0 run in the last 3 minutes and 10 seconds. Improvement, not wins. Okay, Raymond, fair. Cowboy X-Factor, you are a Cowboys fan, and I would not trust anything the Cowboys do. I agree, Julian. Spoken like a true Giants fan. Thank you, Gilbert. Brandon with an air ball, too. Oh, Malachi Burkham coming on that one. We've had a few air balls tonight already, and I don't like air balls. That's going to be a turnover by the Warriors. Ball goes out of bounds. Spurs ball. Muhammad, that's true. Although he does have the Rookie of the Year to try to still secure, and Defensive Player of the Year. I just heard another whistle, didn't I? No, maybe I didn't. Brandon for three. I take back everything I said. Good shot, buddy. Happy Easter, Eliza. Meccano, sounds good. Good evening, Mr. Z. Warriors ball under about 3 minutes ago. They're down by 10. And a little jumper by Podziemski in the paint. And Pop is going to call timeout at 2:53 mark. Asia, good evening to you. The Yankees swept. Was it a 3-game series or 4-game series? I know we beat Houston 3 games. I don't know what happened today. I have not checked any baseball today, but every night over the last couple nights, I was like, how'd the Yankees do? Oh, we beat them again. Both teams are playing like a YMCA. What? The Open Go Spurs go to you? Go Spurs go to everybody. Now that the Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment definitely felt like a tankaroonie. Oh, you know what? I was going to show you guys my fly, ugly, goofy Steph Curry sneakers I got in Atlantic City. So I'm going to push this out. We'll put up the Go Spurs Go thing for like 10 or 15 seconds. I'll be right back. La, 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 la. I'm back. Guess who's back? Ugh, back again. Rub my back. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Get all settled in here. All righty. A little show and tell while we're at commercial break. Bo, they certainly can give him. It was a 4-game sweep. Oh, I had no idea it was 4. So, I was in Atlantic City this weekend. And I got some Under Armour shirts for half off. I like Under Armour workout shirts, so I just want all tied up. Oh, there's a tag getting twisted. That's right. I got me a blue Under Armour workout shirt. Hold that, Grogu. And then I got the ones with the kind of designs. These were all like $12 to $15. So I was like, you know what? I'm out here. I'm on vacation. I'm having fun, and I'm gonna treat myself to some stuff. So I picked up those, and then... Oh, that did not sound good. These were $40. I don't know if that's a good deal or not, but I got me some Steph Curry's, guys. I'm rocking the pink, the shoes that Miss TSR makes fun of. I got me some highlighter shoes. They didn't have the blue and yellow, but they had these, and I was like, you know what? They have my size. I threw them on, jumped up and down, and ran around the back a little bit, and I was like, I need some new basketball shoes like nobody's business. I'm here. And they're on sale, so I got some Steph Curry's. Why not? I like Steph, and heck, if they help him shoot better, maybe they'll make me shoot better. Did we switch plate? I actually don't remember. Is Devontae Graham getting minutes? No, he's not. Not yet. I like him. I mean, I know some people are like, what are you doing now? You know, why don't you have Spurs shoes? I'm like, I'm getting what I had access to at the moment. I'm guessing Wemby shoes might have one of those asterisks where when you go to buy something on sale, to like certain items not included in the sale, I could see Wemby shoes being part of that there. Collins for 3. Go. What the? If they even had Wemby's in the outlets. Let's not forget, this is stuff that usually in the outlets, it's like last year's models, which I don't care. Zach Collins with 8 points. Podziemski for 3. Yep. I also got this big giant Under Armour bag. For shopping there. There's nothing special about that. Spurs ball, 27-19. Sharing a little TSR life with you. Collins thinks about another three. Pulls it down. Get the Champagne for three. Okay. Thank you, Penalty. Good morning, Jay. Thank you for stopping in. Clay pull-up jumper from the elbow. Short. Mama with the rebound. We're up by 11 with just under 2 minutes to go. Brandon with the ball way out in three-point land. Starts to drive. And so he fell. That's a second game in a row. Malachi Brandon's done a fall. Podzinski down with the layup down the other end. Misses the shot. Spurs ball. Blew the layup. Malachi appears to be okay, but man, he can't stay on his feet. Champagne, no, for a long three. Nope. Rebounded to Blake Wesley's hand. Wesley's in the paint. Layup. Nope. But we're going to have a whistle. The just says, I don't know, the Warriors ain't losing to the dang Spurs. Well, they're losing right now. And Steve Kerr is yelling at the ref. Are we going to get a technical? Maybe. Thank you, Raymond. I'm not done yet. I actually got a pair of new running shoes, and while I'm not a big fan of the color, they're only $35, and they're normally $80, so I get these for running. I'm just going to wear these. I mean, running shoes, who cares what color they are? But they were comfortable, jumped around on those. So, yeah, I thought I did okay. Brandon's at the line shooting one. I think we had a technical on Steve Kerr. I would not be surprised the way he was yelling. 12-point lead for the Spurs. Vincent, greetings from Colombia. Oh, that possibly should have been a foul in Champagne on the break that Podzinski missed the layup on. Well, it is what it is. We've had calls go against us. Hurricane Megan, I'm hoping for 4 wins in a row. Steve Kerr technical. I know it might cost a little bit of draft position, like Wesley at the line for 2, but let's be honest. We need some luck if we're going to get Alexander Sarr or Sachet. They're probably going 1 and 2 at the very least in the top 3. We're going to need some magic again. BJ, I hope so, because I couldn't call that game Friday night. Blake misses the second free throw. So I would like to say I called his season high this year, but it's out of my hands. I mean, I was in Atlantic City. I couldn't call the game. It is Warriors ball down by 13. That pull-up three is a total brick. I couldn't see who shot that for the Warriors. Podzinski fights for the offensive rebound and gets it over to Chris Paul for 3. Chris Paul nails a 3. 10-point game. Warriors aren't serious. I think they're trying. I do think they're trying. Lazy Jones, good evening to you. And a kickball by Chris Paul. All right. Hope the Spurs do this to the Warriors tonight. Chuck them up. I appreciate the bright, horrible colors on running gear in case it makes it easier to locate the buys in case they're missing. You know, it does make it easier for people to see when they're oh, Mama drives in the paint and throws it down hard.
Underdog of Justice.
Play for 3. And the game clock is down for whatever reason. So hopefully I'm right here. Wesley throws it out to Champagne. Champagne's going to drive into the paint. And he's going to get traveling. Mama with a huge thunder dunk of justice. And I'm hoping the Spurs get to 20 wins. Then they would be tied for the worst season of all time. Not the worst season. 20 would be great. Mohammed, he's definitely no devil himself. Homer, good evening to you. I'm waiting for you to put up 21 wins or 21 or 25 or whatever the number is now. Stick with you. Keep your stick going. Oh, I'm way ahead. Spurs are in the bonus. The Warriors are not. Chris Paul with the ball right now. Over to Clay. Clay's 3 is going to go in and out. And the Spurs almost turn the ball over. Nice hustle by Mama. Oh, they do turn it over. And then Mama's going to foul Chris Paul. Wow, that's ugly. Rich, I know you've been scouting Kai Soto. Who do you feel will fit best if we're able to get a top 3 pick? Well, Kai Soto, I don't believe, can enter the draft again. He was undrafted in 22. I like Kai. He's not going top 3 in the draft this year. I'm not going to make stuff up. I mean, if we can get a top 3 pick, I mean, who might fit the best immediately into the starting lineup? Probably Zachary Rasachet. He is a very efficient 3-point shooter, something this team desperately needs for forward spacing in the starting lineup. I hear he plays also very good defense. he would be in there immediately to replace Champagne. Chris Paul, pull up Jay, good. And there's very little time. There's actually 1 second on the clock. So 7-point lead for the Spurs. There it is, 26 wins. The Liza, they're 7 after this. Only 7 games left. And it's a double-edged sword. I'm sad that I won't be able to hang out going live doing the Spurs games with you guys anymore. Watch our guys play. Watch our guys develop. Watch Wemby do things that only Wemby can do. But I'm also, if I'm being transparent, ready for the break. I'm like, it's been a long season. It's been a busy Spurs season. Not only did I have the Spurs season this year, but I started a new relationship shortly before the Spurs. And that's all good things, but it's... when you're in a new relationship, you want to focus on that. Then I had the season also to focus on. So it's been very busy, but a good busy. Once the season's over for the Spurs on April 14th or 15th, I forget today, my plan moving forward is obviously we'll do draft videos on the San Antonio Spurs. I'll keep an eye on Kai Soto over in the Philippines. If he has a big game, react to whatever he's doing. He just started up a YouTube channel too. I just subscribed to it. I haven't watched the 2 videos he's put up, and I'm going to do that this week as well. But also in the offseason, there's a lot of things at the Spurs offseason that I can also do, not just Spurs draft videos or trade videos if a big trade happens, but also the Giants will have their draft. I'll react to that, and I'm really enjoying New York Giants shorts, the 60 seconds or less videos. I feel that's the best place for me to do Giants content. I've been loving doing that, and I think that's going to be Giants content moving forward. And I also tend to troll the Eagles, Cowboys, and Washington in that playlist as well as a Giants fan, even though we stink. So that's been a lot of fun. TSR Music, try to focus on that a little more in the offseason. I got a song that's done, but I just haven't had time to do a music video. Maybe I can work on the music video tomorrow. I am off. That would be a good idea. And then there's also Miss TSR joining TSR Sports at some point. I think she wants to wait until we at least hit the year mark in our relationship, which would make sense before joining this part of my life. The year anniversary will be June 17th. So after that, we wouldn't have Shacking the Fool, but I did mention to you guys, she's watched just the itty-bitty bit of UFC in her life. There's a bajillion moments she hasn't seen in the UFC. There's probably some NFL, MLB, maybe an NBA moments that I can introduce her to. And if we decided for the channel, even though it's not sports, it is sports entertainment, there's probably a million great things that have happened in the WWE or F or WCW or ECW or whatever that she's never seen. And we can introduce her to that. And I enjoy seeing her react to things she hasn't seen before, whether it's a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger movie or a good Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And having such big libraries of content available with the UFC and WWE will really open a massive amount of content for the channel if we decide to do that. I mean, just unlimited potential with the amount of content we could do with hundreds upon hundreds of UFC and WWE matches. That's a miss for the Warriors to start off the second quarter. Wemby with the ball right now, backing up Andrew Wiggins. Gets into the paint. Nope, turns around, spins around, throws up the jumper. No good. And it's Warriors ball. They are down by 7 as the second quarter is underway. Happy Easter to you, guys. And Megan, Jesse, what good evening. I'm sorry if I missed anything in the chat where I was just yapping about, the TSR Sports future, but I wanted to let you know what's up. As Podzimski gets the offensive rebound and put back 34-29. And yes, she's a huge UConn fan. UConn men and woman Hurricane Megan. I guess she'll be following the rest of the tournament overseas, though, as Blake Wesley throws up a brick 3. That was ugly. That's not what we're looking for. Was it Podshemski? How do you say his name? Pods? I can't go on Pods. And now a block. Oh, Warriors get the ball back. We had a defensive stop, but the Warriors get the ball back. And we have a Devontae Graham sighting. Devontae Graham's on the court, Spurs fans. Good day, Adolf. Thank you for stopping in. Shout out to Kelsey Mendoza for you. And I appreciate that. You're welcome. Wemby in the paint. Tries to thread the needle, and it's going to be a turnover by the Spurs. He was trying to get it to Mamu. Robbie, I think that he's got 3 or 4 blocks already. 3 or 4. At least 3. I see release to Mamu. Thank you, Mr. Z. Taiwan, thank you for stopping in. And happy Easter. And Selena, looking good with the bunny on your face. Alrighty, I'm not a gambler. I'm not going to get any parlays cooking. And Blake Wesley is bleeding from the mouth. Must have took a shot to the face. It is still Spurs ball. They changed it. Wemby fakes the 3. 14 on the shot clock. Starts to drive into the paint. A behind the back pass attempt to Mamu and misses it. And that is a turnover for the Spurs. Maybe a little too fancy there, Wemby. A little too fancy. Happy Easter, everybody, by the way, if you celebrate the holiday. Chris Paul with the ball over to Pods. Pods in the paint. Gets double teamed. Back to Davis. Davis with 5 in the shot clock will drop it off to Pods. Pods will throw it out. And we'll have a 3-point attempt. And that's good by Moses Moody. It's now a 2-point game. 2 blocks, 2 steals for me. Thank you, Dragon. She looked... Her? Lazy Jones, I don't know about all that. Spurs ball. Trey Jones check back in for the Spurs. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby back over to Mamu. Mamu's going to take off. Spins around. Back to Wemby. Wemby a little jumper. Good. Wemby's jumper from like 6 feet away. Just kind of like reach and just like a light toss. Because he's tall. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Spurs fans and Warriors fans would appreciate it as well. Moody drops a 3. It's a 1-point game. Oh my Manta.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
Veronica, Chris Paul's been there all year. Where you been? Warriors have hit a couple 3-pointers this quarter to close the lead to 1. Wemby with the ball in the paint. Gets it to Mamu going back door, and he's going to get fouled. Mamu played with such energy. Granted, his output is inconsistent, like the team is inconsistent, but you gotta love the energy. And thank you, Deliza. 2 shots. Mamu did get a block down the other end, and his first free throw is good. 2-point game. Spurs up 9 minutes ago. Mamu averaging 2.5 points per game this year on 47% from the field, 71% from the line. Not getting a lot of playing time. Second free throw is good. 3-point game. Warriors ball. Pods will bring it up for Golden State. Ugh. Gets it over to CP3. PO. I don't know. Over to Moses Moody. 10 on the shot clock. Moody will get it to Jackson Davis. Back to Chris Paul. Paul going to drive. Runs around to the baseline. Runs right back out. Turn around, spin around. Jay. That was a tough shot, and he made that. Veronica, do we have more wins pre-Dougie or post-Dougie? And I'm being serious. It's probably close. Osman with a 3. Okay. Juan, good evening to you. Good evening, Tycoon Machine 78. We are on a 3-game winning streak. Our first 3-game winning streak of the season. I don't know what's up my light, but it's making me look very pale still. And a miss by Jackson Davis. Wemby will bring the ball up. I don't think that was touched by anybody. Over to Graham. Mamu in the paint. Mamu with another thunder dunk of justice.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Very happy to see Devontae Graham get some playing time because he's been... We got to give props to Graham. He's been a trooper. He has not complained. Wemby with another steal. I don't think he said anything about not getting playing time. Graham with the ball. Gets it over to Mamu. Mamu into Wemby. Wemby drives in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. No good. Mamu with the offensive rebound. That did not touch the rim. We're going to have to get a shut off. Osman for 3 real quick. No good. Jackson Davis with the rebound. But Devontae Graham, say what you will about him. Whether you like him or don't, Pods 3, no good. Wemby at the rebound. He's been a professional. Getting $12 million a year, probably expected to be the backup for the team, not getting any playing time, usually just garbage time or emergency minutes time, and has just come out and been a professional and done his thing. And Wemby for 3, timeout Warriors. Juan, I feel like every game I don't call, the Spurs have a major victory. The last 2 games I missed, the Spurs win in overtime versus the Nets. I could not call that. The game was blacked out. Nothing I can do about that. I was in Atlantic City Friday night when they had that overtime win against the Knicks where Wemby went off for 40 and Brunson torches for 61. That was an amazing game, and I wasn't around to call it. That being said, next season, I do want to try to call at least 80 regular season games. We'll finish with 77 this year. It would have been 80. We had 2 games I was out of town. I couldn't do those. I had an eye injury for 1 game. I could not call that. And then the 2 Nets games screwed me over. I was ready to call both Nets games for the record. So I think next season I'd like to hit at least 80. So I'll try to plan try not to miss any games via plans if possible. Of course, life's going to come first. I'm one of those YouTubers where I certainly care about the YouTube channel, care about the community, but my life outside of YouTube has to come first. That being said, we'll hopefully be able to do 80 games and maybe, I don't know, maybe go over Miss TSR's house and do the Nets games? I don't know. It would be a different set, but I'm sure you guys wouldn't care as long as we knew the game. Veronica, what's going on? What? I see Veronica's hand up. Jeremy telling them to sell on the bench now. Yep, they sure are. They're all hurt. They're all hurt. I don't want to say we're tanking. I mean, we're up by 9. Devontae's role on the team is top drinking buddy. Wemby 9-4, 2-2-2. That's how it's been with games I haven't watched, another says. Spurs are undefeated in games I haven't watched. Ooh. My BFF biscuit buddy. Hopefully you had a wonderful day today, whether you celebrate the holiday or not. I had a good day. Traveled back from Atlantic City. You know what? If any of those missed it earlier. When I was in Atlantic City, I went to I think it's called the Tanger Outlets or Tanger Outlets. Miss TSR would have loved that. And I'm not gonna lie, I would have liked to have brought her in the Victoria's Secret store. Just saying. I didn't go in by myself. That would have been weird, my buddy. But I got a pair of Steph Curry's for $40. I got the yellow highlighter shoes. So I'm showing these off again because I can't believe I got a pair of Steph Curry's. But I did. I need basketball shoes. I was at Under Armour. I bought a pair of running shoes, a bunch of shirts, and the Currys were there. They didn't have the blue and gold ones, but I was like, you know what? The pink, white, and yellow ones are fine because those are more neutral, whereas the blue and yellow ones look like Golden State Warriors shoes. These just look like a pair of basketball shoes anybody could wear. So that worked out better in the end. I appreciate that. A lot of folks say I'm their gateway to finding out what's happening in Spurs games because the games aren't televised. You're probably, like me, you don't want to illegally stream it. So you're like, where can I go to hang out? And some folks watch the game and hang out, which is awesome. The fact that some of you say, hey, I'm watching the game and I turn off the commentary and just want to hear what you're saying, that means the world to me because Sean and Elliot and Bill Hand are absolutely awesome. And Devin Vassell's at the game. Who'll be lying to me saying Devin, Keldon, and Jeremy are at the game? He's right there. All the guys that are out tonight are at the game. There's team unity. Come on, man. But I appreciate that when you guys say, TSR, I prefer your commentary sometimes over, not maybe necessarily over Sean, Elliott, and Bill Land, but you certainly appreciate it more than like ESPN's commentary or the opposing team's commentary. As Curry hits a 3, and that's a turnover by the Spurs down on the other end. My TV just advanced 10 seconds. Curry with another pull-up. Oh, my goodness. Steph Curry's heating up. Pop's going to take a timeout. We'll get my clock correct. This is a game where the whole Spurs organization is saying, okay, Wemby, take over. And it's turning into the Mamu game. I'm happy to see Mamu getting some minutes. Mamu minutes for Mamu. I just realized I didn't have any Eastern candy at all. But I have to go to the grocery store tomorrow. And what's tomorrow? The day after Easter, which means all the Easter candy is going to be 50% off. So maybe I'll, for a little treat for myself tomorrow, get myself a cranberry cream egg or something. I don't know. I'll be a fool and eat a little unhealthy tomorrow and then get back on it Tuesday and get ready to get in shape for the summer. I really want to be able to dunk this year. I can't right now. And that'll be also a new playlist for the channel at some point in the summer is me trying to dunk again. If I can't ever get it, then it is what it is. But I think I can do it. I think if I try hard enough and if I work at it, that will come back. It's not turning into a game. This game is a game now, 46-42. Cadbury cream eggs are money, Juan. I don't think I had one in a couple years, so I'm going to get something. I'll probably make a quick Aldi run. Just I need a couple things because off on the weekend. Some things I need for work like bread and crap like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going. The only dunking I'm doing is donuts. Homer fair. That's fair. I respect the dunking. I felt bad this morning when I was at Atlantic City in the hotel. They had bacon and eggs out. They were in their own individual containers, but yesterday they had tongs for the bacon and a spoon for the eggs, so it was separate. So I had eggs yesterday. I'm a pescatarian, but I do eat dairy stuff, but I do not eat meat. And today they only had just a spoon. So my buddy Jeff's like grabbing all the bacon with his spoon and then grabbed some eggs. And I was looking and he's like, what? I was like, I don't think I'm having any eggs today. And he realized, and he's like, oh, dude, I'm sorry. I was like, it's okay. Not a big deal. PB is better. Peanut butter? Like peanut butter filled eggs? And Dustin, any type of filled egg is delicious. And I'm going to try to get one tomorrow. I'll buy some healthy stuff, of course, but I might treat myself to a little discount Easter stuff for tomorrow. And then be back on track Tuesday. Again, I was in Atlantic City for the UFC. I was at UFC Fight Night Saturday night, so I could not do the Knicks game. I don't think it's a good idea to just announce you're going to be out of town on YouTube. Some games I've been out of town that I couldn't call. Some games I've been right here on my couch. Some games I've just been sick. Whatever it may be. You don't just want to just put out there, hey, I'm going to be 400 miles from my house. So I was in Atlantic City, and I had a lot of fun. The fight night was great. Got to hang out with a buddy. Great weekend. Good to be back, though. Good to be back. Sleep in my own bed. It's much preferable to sleep in my own bed. I don't like hotel beds. Trey Jones with the ball. And on the shot clock, driving the paint. The runner is going to be an air ball. Chris Paul with, I guess you call that a rebound. Paul get it over to Draymond. Draymond, little pull-up jumper off the glass is good. Channeling his inner Tim Duncan, apparently, with that shot. PB egg? Yeah, I might get a PB egg, too. We'll see. Don't buy so much. I'll get a stomach ache tomorrow. That's the last thing I want to do. Wemby's just going to take a quick pull-up three. Nope. Champagnie skies for the rebound. And a foul on the Warriors. Announcers just called Trey Malachi Jones. Wow. That's pretty bad. Listen, I make mistakes too. I don't know some of the players. This is also not my job. I do this for fun. I hear announcers make anywhere from like $500,000 to $1 million a year. For that kind of money, you better be getting their names right. Champagnie with the miss from three-point land. Warriors ball, CP3PO with the ball for the Warriors. Over to Draymond. Draymond, nice pass to Curry in the paint. Curry sees Wemby. He's like, nope. Throws it back out. Who this? Gary Payton the second with the ball. Back to Draymond Green, 4 on the shot clock. Draymond going to kick it out to CP3. He's going to have to take a quick three with the shot clock expiring. Takes a three, misses a three. Wemby with the rebound. Spurs up 46-44. A little over 5 minutes to go in the first half. Wemby back with the ball. Over to Osman. Osman back to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. The little jumper is no good. But he was fouled. Malachi Jones, huh? FT is for free throw before, and now it's FT is food trip. Are people saying FT for food trip? Vamos, espuelos, vamos. We are only at 62 thumbs up with the Spurs winning. What is happening tonight? Oh, T-shirt. Probably don't have a lot of people coming to the game. But if you have a night that thumbs up, what you waiting for, my friends? Let's get the thumbs up going.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Wemby's first free throw was good. And they just put up a stat of most dunks, and unfortunately, I did not see it. It showed Timmy, Wemby, and David. I don't know where he ranks in those. Wemby, yeah, I've heard they get Wemby's name wrong. Just call him Wemby. Wembanyama? Oh, that's all sorts of backwards. I just realized what happened there. Wembanyama. Call him Wemby. Call him Victor. He misses that one. It's Champagnie with the offensive board out to Osman for three. There we go. Ernie Go Spurs go to you. Dr. Pepper Peeps? I'm going to pass on that. Ooh, that sounds not so, no bueno. Nice job and cut by Gary Payton getting to the rim. Dunk, 50-46. I think that was Draymond with the dish. Spurs ball, up by 4. 4.5 minutes to go. Osman gets it into Wemby. Wemby back to Osman going back door. Layup good. That should be an assist for Wemby. Nice. Smoke maybe got him. 420. Just saying. Robinson had the high. Thank you, Mr. Z. Jedi, good evening to you. Spurs with their Easter uniform? Sure. Curry runs into the paint. Runs right back out. Gets into Draymond. Back out to Curry for a quick catch and shoot three. That was a long three, and that three is no good. Trey Jones with the board. Ooh, I missed the bucket. I did it backwards. Sorry. 52-46. Malachi Branham turns the ball over. Come on, Malachi. And now Curry's going to get fouled by Champagnie. That one I do know, Mr. Zine. David Robinson versus the Los Angeles Clippers. Went for 71 to win the scoring title over Shaq, 29.83 to 29.8 to 29.3. That one I know for sure. I don't have to look that up. David Robinson, 71 points. Wemby going to come out. Trey Jones going to come out. Who we got checking in? We got Mamu, Collins, Branham, Osmond, and Champagne. That's actually kind of a bigger lineup for us. 3 guys, at least 6'8". Okay. Thought we'd go smaller against the Warriors. Clay, pull up Jay. Good. Wemby summer camp. I mean, Wemby looks like a giant anyway when he's out there. Osmond with a quick pull up 3. All right, Chetty, I see you from here, 55 to 48. Let's take a lead in a halftime, my friends. Let's push this out to double digits. I'm gonna be greedy. Curry's not gonna launch a quick 3. In and out. Mama with the rebound. Chetty will bring it up for the Spurs. A little over 3 minutes to go. Chetty gets it to Mamu. Mamu in the paint. We'll pass it into Collins. Collins flies in and forgot the ball. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a turnover for the Spurs. I thought for sure Mamu or Zach were going to dunk on that. Instead, it just turned into a turnover. Gosh, darn it. Pods with the ball will get it in for the Warriors at some point. They'll just give it to Steph. Ken, I'm happy to see Mamu and Devontae getting some minutes tonight. Granted, we have 3 guys out, 2 starters, and our top bench player. And that's an offensive foul on the Warriors. Devin Vassell's out, Jeremy Sohan's out, Kelvin Johnson's out. So out 3 guys, 3 players that I thought and hope still are going to be a huge part of the nucleus of a championship team at some point in the near future, like i.e. within the next 3 years. So that's that. I'm hoping you're number 4. Wemby's already in the NBA Finals. I can be greedy. 55-48 Spurs up by 7. Malachi bringing up for San Antonio. Back to Champagne. I guess Malachi's going to be running the point. Not really a big fan of that. Malachi's just going to chuck up a 3, and that's a miss. Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Steph out in three-point land. Drops it off to Draymond. Steph takes off in the paint. Goes to Collins. Layup. Ooh. Tough shot, but good. 55-50. 2:20 to go for the Spurs. They get it to Brandon. Brandon's layup is going to roll off the rim. Collins with the putback. No good. Collins with another offensive board. Zach fighting in the paint. Throws it up and one. Okay. We'll take it. Nice job, Zach. I know I don't want to say pick on him, but I'm critical of his game because we gave him the contract extension and he hasn't quite played as well this year as he did last year. He did have the ankle injury this year, which could have been affecting his game, and we have a timeout, but I'd like to see him do well. Wemby 10-5-3-3-2 already. Thank you, Sven. The fact none of our stars are playing in this close to Warriors, our coach Bacano. I think I said it at the start of the season, maybe even in the offseason, that their window to win a championship is quickly closing. Steph is getting up there in years. Yes, he can still shoot, but you can't expect him to carry the offensive load every night and score 30+. Clay is not the same player he used to be. Is he a good player? Sure. But all those injuries have certainly altered his game, and he's on the wrong side of 30 as well. Draymond is getting old. They're just getting old. I mean, Chris Paul's out there. He's pushing 40, isn't he? Or is he 40? Giannis Antetokounmpo. Where the hell is Tim Duncan? What are we talking about? So, Materia? I might be saying that wrong. So, Sohan injured himself in the Friday overtime win, so I knew he would be out. Apparently, Kelvin had an injury, and then Vassell was a late scratch. I didn't know he was out until the start of the game. I was reading up the starting lineup, and it never hit me Devin wasn't in the starting lineup. TG1, thank you for stopping in. Bacano is 40. Yeah. That's definitely not the age you want to be at in the NBA. Granted, LeBron is going to play until he's probably 45. That's right. Let's give the Booyah some minutes. Gio, let's go Spurs to you. And let the Spurs continue to Chuck Norris the Warriors all the way into halftime. Zach makes a three-point play, 58-50. Good first half right now for our Spurs. There's still 2 minutes to go, though, so maybe I shouldn't say anything. Wiggins way out three-point land. Gets it back to Steph. Steph guarded by Jones. Pick and roll. Steph's going to take off and passes the ball to Chetty Osman. Spurs on a break. And boy, they suck at breaks. Osman throws the ball away. I was on a Nets podcast after the win, and the Nets guy was like, if the Spurs had one more star, it wouldn't have been a close game. Probably Mr. Zine. The turnovers are killing us. Nether, I would agree the Warriors should probably definitely move on from Draymond at this point. I mean, I don't think it's time to move on from Steph, but Draymond and Clay, maybe. Get some fresh blood in there. CP3 is going to take a corner three, and he'll miss it. And Trey Jones will get the ball. Spurs on the run. They got numbers. The Warriors will get back in transition. To get the ball to Mamu in the paint. Mamu with a little jump poke, and Mamu! Spurs back to 10. And yes, LeBron is a freak of nature. CS292, I don't think we're starting to play well. CP3 guarded by Zach Collins. Don't like that. He'll get it out to Steph, into Draymond. Draymond throws it to Champagnie. And that's a turnover. Nice defense by Champagnie. And he also saved the ball going out of bounds. Spurs get it up the court. And then we throw it away. Doja, good evening. Wizards, Hornets, Raptors, Nets are all losing right now. Oh, they're Muhammad, they're in full tank mode. Every team you just mentioned there. Well, I don't know about the Nets, but the Wizards, Hornets, and Raptors are full tank. Spurs with 10 overs now. The Warriors have 9. We are up by 10, though, so we got that going for us. And no, Zach, he hasn't got ejected yet. Not yet. Gobert and Wemby on defense. It'd be almost impossible to score in the paint with that. Not impossible, but almost. Steph with the ball right now. Gets over to Draymond. Draymond's going to take off. One-on-one, Collins throws it up off the glass. Makes the bucket. Tough shot. And now, a timeout by Pop? Timeout. Spurs are in the bonus, by the way. Is it me or is this lineup playing better, D? It's not playing bad, D. What's more, he certainly has a chance at Defensive Player of the Year. I see a lot of people keep saying because he's a rookie and or because the Spurs are bad, he will not win it. He should have a chance at winning it. And if he doesn't win Defensive Player of the Year, he has to be in top 3. There's no planet that he's not top 3. The Spurs are a legit decent defensive team, sometimes good defensive team. I believe in top 10 defense when he's on the court, and they're not so good when he's on the court. Usually. Tonight, they're doing a pretty good job. Race to the playoffs. The Warriors coming to the game 39-34, the 10th best team in the Western Conference. The Rockets are right behind them. And the Lakers and Warriors actually have pretty easy schedules moving on. The Rockets have a hard schedule. It should be interesting how it plays out with those 3 teams. I don't want to hit anybody with the shovel. That is Selena Bunny. Old Selena Bunny right there. No caps lock. You know what? The second quarter is usually bad for us, and it has been for quite a few games. We're outscoring the Warriors 26-25 in the second quarter so far. So this is actually a good second quarter for us. I agree, Macheria. I agree. Just like Rookie there, that's an individual award, not a team award. Taiwan, I don't know why. I'm sorry, I don't know what else to call you. You said you're from Taiwan, so we're going to go with it. But Taiwan, I don't get it. Devontae is a three-point shooter, something the team needs at times. And he's been in the doghouse from those point all year. Kickball by the Warriors. We'll get the ball back with 16 on the shot clock. I mean, Anthony, I'm not taking anything away from him. But he is getting old. The Warriors championship players are getting old. And at some point, they're not going to be able to do it anymore. Champagnie with a tough shot in the paint. No good. Won the foul. Not going to get it. Chris Paul bringing up for Golden State. Drops it off to Clay. Clay will take off into the paint. And throws it almost away. And the ball's going to go out of bounds. And that is going to be a turnover for the Warriors. That was a bad pass. I'm not sure if there was a miscommunication there. And it's the Warriors. They play small ball. That's what they do. What's happened in Hanover Fists? Over the last 15 games, Spurs are number 1 in defense with Wemby on the floor. When he sits, we drop to 25th. There you go. He should be in the talks for Defensive Player of the Year. Trey Jones letting the clock run, gets it to Wemby. And on the shot clock, Wemby's going to launch a 3. That looked ugly coming out. Mama with the rebound, gets it back to Wemby. And we can just hold. Shot clock is turned off. Trey Jones will take off in the paint. Layup is going to bounce in and out. And that's how we'll end the half. Spurs are up by 8, though. We'll take it. It'd been nice if we could have got a buzzer beater there, because teams do it to us all the friggin' time. But an 8-point lead for our Spurs going to the half. We'll take that. And twice on, I don't know, Sunday. Let me put up the halftime thingy up on here, because I tend to forget a lot. That's a good first half by our Spurs. Do you care about players, moms, or famous celebrities that these bets? What? Do I care for like the players? No. If I was there, I would probably care. If, like when I go to UFCs, when they have big name UFC fighters or celebrities in the audience, I'm like, oh, that's cool. Chuck Liddell's here or whatever. But generally speaking, no, it's whatever. All right, we're going to do the halftime stats for our game. And the Spurs are up. Our Spurs are up. If they win tonight, I actually want to look at the standings, because a lot of people are, keep an eye on that, and I'm going to as well. So let's talk about the standings real quick, and then we'll take a look at the box score for this game. So the Pistons right now, let's go by wins. Pistons have 13 wins. The Wizards have 14. The Spurs and Hornets both have 18. The Trailblazers have 19. I don't think there's going to be any catching the Raptors with 23 wins. I think that's out. But for the bottom 5 teams in the league, if the Spurs win, they'll be tied with Portland. Actually, will be one loss worse. And then we'll move up from the 3rd worst team to the 4th worst team. Maybe the 5th worst team. I don't know what the tiebreaker is with Portland. If it's a conference record? If it's conference record, Portland is 8-40. The Spurs are 11-34. So we would actually possibly move to the 5th worst team. We're not jumping to number 6. The Raptors might not win another game this year. They've lost 12 in a row. They are decimated with injuries. They are falling apart. Wow, the Rockets have won 11 in a row? Wow. Squirrel. Anyway, let's get to the box score for this game with our Spurs up and having a good second quarter. We finished outscoring the Golden State Warriors 26-25 in the second. We outscored them 34-27 in the first. My nose is itchy for whatever reason. Let's take a look at the Golden State Warriors first. Draymond Green with 7 points. Does have 4 turnovers in the first half. That is not good. Jackson Davis with 2. Wiggins with 2. Curry with 12 points and 4 assists. And Clay with 7. Wiggins having a terrible night from the field. 1 of 7. Ay. Kevin Looney, I didn't realize that's stupid ESPN ad. Let me turn my desktop audio off in case that pops up again. There, we'll mute that just in case. Keep that on mute. Okay. My man Looney, I didn't realize he played. He had 1 assist, and that was it. 4 minutes, 0 points. Chris Paul came in with 7 points. Peyton with 2, Moody with 6, and Pods with 7.6 boards and 3 assists. That guy just plays good against us. He always plays good off the bench. For our San Antonio Spurs, 9-man rotation tonight. A lot of guys out. If you weren't aware, Devin Vassell, Kelvin Johnson, and Jeremy Sohan out for the night. I'm hearing that Jeremy Sohan might be out for the rest of the season. I don't think he had missed a game all year. Well, that has now changed. Julian Champagny with 3 points, but has been contributing in other places. 3 boards, 3 assists, a steal, and he's been playing some D, so good to see him put the effort in other places. Cedi Osman leads all scores for the Spurs. He leads all scores for the game. Osman with 15 points in the first half on 6 of 9 shooting, and 3 of 5 from beyond the arc, and I'm watching babies crawl. Okay. Wemby with 10 points, rough shooting on the first half, and 3 of 9 from the field. Does have 5 boards, 3 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks. So getting it done everywhere else. Trey Jones, 4 points, 4 assists. Malachi Branham with 8 points, and off the bench for the Spurs. Zach playing pretty darn well in the first half. 11 points and 7 rebounds. Mamu with a terrific first half. 8 points, 7 boards, and he's made every extra shot he's taken. 3 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line. Devontae Graham, 0 points. He had 1 assist in his 7 minutes. That's it. 1 assist. No other stat. Didn't even take a 3. And Blake Wesley with a solid first half. Only 1 point, a free throw, but he did have 4 assists and no turnovers in 6 minutes. So nice to see him back on the plus side with the old assist-the-roonies. All right, let's take a look at the chat. See how you're all doing tonight on this Easter Sunday. Pull my chat back up. Good evening, yes, Sirski. I probably won't watch any UFL games whatsoever, Zach. That's not my thing. I was losing my mind with all those throwaway possessions. We could be, Blasco, we could definitely be up. Yeah, you're right. We could be up double digits. You're right. And yes, we can win 4 in a row. In the UFL, you can hear the review of the plays and explanation why the refs ruled the way they did. There is Sky Judge and Command Center that has the ability to review all plays. I did not know that. But I also probably won't watch 1 minute of the UFL. Not knocking it. For those of you that want to watch it, by all means, go ahead. Enjoy it. Just not my cup of tea. Sanders, I watched the game. I saw every second of that game Friday night. I just couldn't call it. I was in Atlantic City. Rich, do you prefer Bruzelis or Rasace as our draft pick? I'm not. Is that Matisse Bruzelis? I don't know a lot about him. So just by default, Zachary Rasace is going to be the pick. We use defense in the starting lineup. We could use 3-point shooting, and from the looks of it, he could bring both. He is being projected to go number 1 overall by a lot of draft boards, so we're going to need some luck if we want to get him. If it's not Rasace, I certainly be finding Alexander Sarr, reading that he's developing a 3-point shot, starting to show flashes of a pull-up jumper and playmaking. If he can continue to develop this game, and we have 2 7-footers that can do that can pull up for threes and handle the ball and hit jumpers with their already ridiculous shot blocking ability, then I'm all in on Sarr. Please don't mention his... All right, Dave, I'll actually just say please don't mention his name again. I don't think he's going to be gone. I think he'll come off the bench. Time to play Draymond Green punching game from Metro. Nice. Are you playing Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? What's the deal right now? We play the plans with our substitutes? Yeah. Sarr's essentially Jaren Jackson Jr. Yes, Leo, it's great to be back. Amity would like Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepard, and Ron Holland. Fair enough. Juan says, are you planning on doing regular Spurs-related content during the offseason? It says offense, but I think you mean the offseason. So my plan, Juan, when the season ends, April 15th, I think. So moving forward, I'll have Giants draft coverage to do. I'll have Spurs draft coverage to do. I will live stream the lottery results and the actual NBA lottery. There'll be probably quite a few, when we know where exactly we're picking, I'll probably start doing quite a few videos about who we may pick first overall. If the Spurs get 2 lottery picks, if that Raptors pick does somehow convey, I shouldn't say somehow, they could easily move back in the draft. It happens all the time. Then I'll have more videos to do on who the Spurs could draft. I'm sure there'll be possible trade rumors going out through the offseason. So there'll definitely be content. There won't be live streams, except for maybe in July if the Spurs participate in the Summer League. I don't know if that's a yearly thing that they always do. Then I would call the handful of games that they play in. If Kai Soto's on a team during the Summer League and the Spurs don't play, and I'll definitely cover every game that whatever team's playing on for that. And the Giants content will continue to roll throughout the summer. Spurs videos, while not as frequent, will come out. I'll also probably do a little more sports stuff, maybe some reaction video with Miss TSR Sports if she's game, but also just maybe enjoy the time off. It's going to be nice out. July and August are going to be beautiful weather. I'm sure Miss TSR is going to want me to go hiking with her, so I'm sure she's going to be doing more outdoor stuff. I'm going to want to be outdoors more, playing basketball, cycling, doing my own thing. So there'll be content, but it just might not be daily because I just really want, I just want to enjoy being outside in the summer. Good evening, Andrew. I'm doing good. How are you? Are you a Rangers fan, Cowboy X Factor? Because if you are, honestly, didn't know or I forgot. The Warriors are so bad, it's not funny. They are losing to a Spurs team that are missing three important players. Good evening, Richard the Coyote, Headband Grogu, and Baby Coyote the Canine. Luka Samanic is doing well in the Mavs. Sanders, Luka Samanic is with the Jazz. We talking about the same player? The Giants don't have offensive weapon over 5'8". We don't? I'm going to Bacano. I am. Greg said he can't hear. Audio looks good. Everybody else good? Isn't a Mamu career high already penalty? Mamu has, he's got 8 tonight. Is 8, what? Let me check that career. 8 is his career high? Really? Let's take a look at Sandro Mamakelashvili. If anybody's, well, I guess if I say if anybody's having issues, hit refresh, but you can't hear me say hit refresh. I'm looking at Mamu right now. Shooting game highs. His career high is, he's not anywhere near it. I'll say that. His rookie year in Milwaukee, Mamu went for 28 points. Yeah, he's not anywhere near his career high. Nowhere close. 28. If he gets enough playing time, maybe he can get to it. But as it stands right now, he's miles away. Always a possibility, Cecil. Always. Vasco, I have seen a lot of different names go to the Giants already. So right now, I don't feel anything because I have no idea what they're going to do. Who are the free agents you would like to pursue in the offseason? I don't believe this is a big free agent year, Muhammad. I did a video on it 6 weeks ago. I don't believe there were any huge names, and the names that were available, I don't know if we would have had the cap. Can't remember if OG was going to be a free agent in the offseason. Can't remember if Tyus Jones is a free agent. But if we draft a point guard, it would not make sense to sign Tyus Jones. And you got both Jones brothers and your rookie point guard that you're hopefully going to start day one. If you're drafting somebody in the top 10 in the lottery, you best be starting them day one. Our running back is 5'7". Oh, gosh, I didn't realize that, Zach. Happy Easter to you, Joe. Wemby's doing good on the defensive end, Andrew. He's struggling a little bit with his shot, but he's contributing to other places. He's getting steals. He's getting blocks. He has a legit shot at another 5x5 game. Now, if you're wondering, what do you mean by that, TSR? At least 5 points, rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but I believe only 2 players have 5x5 games in NBA history. Victor Wembanyama and Michael Jordan. That's good company to be in. I'm going to put Q3 up on the board, too, since this could be starting any minute. No pun intended. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. Listen, people ask, how come you have 200 people watching but only 70 likes? I'm like, I can't force people to hit the thumbs up. I appreciate it when they do. It's the only thing I ask of the channel. Of course, subscribe if you're a Spurs fan. That goes without saying. I mean, I hope you enjoy the channel, that you like and subscribe. But some people don't want to hit the thumbs up, and I respect that. You're still here watching. Maybe you're still commenting. It is what it is. But I'd rather go to a channel that asks for thumbs up than beat you over the head with... somebody in the chat was telling me, I think it was Mr. Biscuit, said he watched an 8-minute video recently. It was 3 minutes of sponsorship and only 5 minutes of content. I was like, that's terrible. I'm not trying to knock anybody that does their videos like that, but people aren't coming to your channel to listen to you do a 3-minute sponsorship. I guess you're not coming here to be complaining about people doing sponsorships, but you know what I mean. I want to talk Spurs. I want to talk, if you want to chat life when there's breaks, like what's up? What'd you do at Miss TSR Sports? Of course, but I don't want to ever sit here and, I don't know. I just want to have fun. I guess that's it. I just want to have fun on the channel. I don't want that to ever change. Ever. I don't think D-Metch is going anywhere. Wemby did get fined, Noah, 25 Gs. Did you like the reboot of Ultimate Spider-Man? I haven't read it, Alex. Unless you're talking about the TV show, and then I haven't seen it. No, there's way more players with 5x5s, unless you meant multiple 5x5s, and maybe I'm not sure. But I really don't know. Randy, I appreciate that. Carito MVP says, I'm kind of shocked the Warriors am I losing. I wonder why. They're getting old. MVP 11, they're getting old. Draymond, Steph, Clay, yes, those are great players. Probably all 3 will be in the Hall of Fame at some point. But it's not 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, when they were, a dynasty in the NBA. They've gotten older. Clay has had to deal with really severe injuries 2 years in a row. I try watching a guy. I want people when they come to this channel to know why I do it. I've been on YouTube since 2006. Didn't get monetized until 2019, which felt like an achievement. I'll admit it. I was like, wow, I can make money on YouTube. But then I realized, having memberships, I had a sponsor once and absolutely hated it. Hated having a sponsor. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, probably 4 years ago. I was like, I'll never do that again. And I just got to the point, I'm like, Rich, focus on just having fun. Be yourself. Focus on just doing sports-related content. And hopefully your channel will grow naturally. And if it doesn't, you have a very dedicated, and my girlfriend noticed, dedicated fans of the Spurs. Dedicated fans, small fan base, but dedicated fans of the Giants. And people just enjoy the channel for what it is. Like my man Cowboy X Factor that stops in and out. He's not a Giants fan. He's not a Spurs fan, but he just enjoys hanging out. And that's what I want to create is, just a fun community, a community where, it's obvious the most important thing is always the team, not membership, sponsorships, not making money. That the important thing on this channel, if you're a Spurs fan, is always our San Antonio Spurs. If you're here for the New York Giants, the New York Giants are important to me. That type. I just want you to feel like you're welcome and that I'm just as passionate about the team you're following as you. Does that make sense? Oh, Ben, I think they do. I think they do. Absolutely. Yes. Rich, you are comedic and fun to watch, and I'm poor to afford any package. Thank you for doing it. Absolutely, watching guy. Absolutely. Where to start off, Draymond drives coast to coast and missed the layup. Goaltend or basket interference. My Eagles fans don't. The Eagles can break right because the others. Are you talking usage rate, Zach? YouTubers always plugging in the sponsors. It gets annoying. Feels like you're watching TV. It does spur the moment. Brandon misses the three. Wemby with the putback. Roll off the rim. You know what sucks for the moment? Is you watch like a 20-second ad. I'm like, I'm supporting your channel. I'm watching the ad. I'm hitting the thumbs up. And then 1 minute into the dang video, they're hitting you with like a 3-minute sponsorship. I'm like, seriously? Come on. That's a miss. It's Spurs ball. Chetty Osman's going to drive into the paint. Out to Champagny. Champagny will take off. He gets into the paint. Back out to Wemby, and the Spurs offense will reset. 14 on the shot clock. Up 60-54. Wemby with the ball again. Drives on Klay Thompson. Zips it out to Champagny for three. No good. And Malachi Branham gets the loose ball, and then he passes it to Klay Thompson. Malachi, what was that? He even knew it after he did it. It was a huge bonehead move as Draymond gets the layup. A little sloppiness by the Spurs to start the third quarter. I don't know what happened. And this game is on NBA TV, by the way. If you're watching tonight, it's on NBA TV. I forgot to announce that earlier. I am sorry. Osman's layup gets stuck and then rolls off the rim, and the ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's Warriors ball. NBA TV, my friends. Got it, Zach. Okay. It would be cool to have you and Miss TSR call a game together. Looking forward to Eliza. I would assume at some point Selena Gomez is going to be off the screen and she'll be sitting here with me at some point in the future. Not this season, of course, but probably at some point next season. I think she just, getting in front of a camera, in front of a video, a live or a video that could be seen by hundreds, maybe thousands, as the Warriors score again, and we're down, or sorry, only up by 2. So it's going to take a little while, but I think she'll get there. Jose, Porto Spurs to you. Andrew, I did not see Miss TSR today. I traveled back from Atlantic City. Champagny with the ball over to Osman, 10 on the shot clock, zips it around to Trey Jones. Jones going to take off in the paint, out to Brandon for a corner three. Wow. We can't buy a bucket in this third quarter. Is it bad that I grimaced as soon as... Oh, Wemby just tells Wiggins to go home with a monster block. It goes out of bounds, but my goodness. Delisa. My apologies. No, Andy, no flagrant yet. Benjamin Gospers, go to you. Bear will be here, Zach, Tuesday morning? Draymond Green hits a three. Warriors just took their first lead in I don't know about how long. Bear will be here for the last 7 games. And actually the drive was great back to Atlantic City from Atlantic City, Zach. We're in a timeout. My buddy Jeff and I had this game we were trying to get to my house before 1:30. And his GPS said originally it was like we would get here at like 1:45. Then it got down to like 1:32. But then we had traffic and went back up to 1:39. Then we got it down to 1:25 p.m. This is at the time. The drive was 3 hours and 59 minutes. It was 1 minute short of 4 hours. But it went well. Traffic was not bad. Surprisingly, on an Easter Sunday, I thought we were going to get hammered. We actually did pretty well. The Spurs need to wake up. We've been outscored 9-0. We haven't scored this quarter. Well, shoot. We're getting chucked right now. Big time. Zach, the Parkway wasn't packed at all. It was fine. We're getting Chuck Norris right now. We have not scored in the third quarter. I can't believe what I'm looking at. I feel like I'm staring at this like it should be a typo, but... And we have some starters struggling from the field. Champagny, 1 of 5. Wemby, 3 of 10. Branham, 3 of 10. Should be noted, Andrew Wiggins is not playing very well. 1 of 9. That struggle is real too. But man, we haven't scored. We haven't scored. Andrew, I was a passer. My back felt fine. When Draymond hits 1 3, the Warriors have a 60% chance of winning. When Draymond hits 2 threes, it goes up to 88%. Wow. Anthony, I am so torn on the Trae Young possibilities. What if we trade the farm for him, i.e. 3 or 4 first-round picks, and it doesn't work? That would be a nightmare. There's also the other end of that, where we trade away excess draft pick surplus, and he becomes a missing piece with whoever we draft this year, and next thing you know, we have a championship team in year 3. Yeah, oh, it was right, caps lock. Memorial Day weekend to get to AC from my house in Woodbridge would take 4 hours if I don't leave around. Wow. Andrew, I was a passenger. I wasn't driving. I was fine. March is National Kidney Month, and Sean Elliott's talking about it. No surprise there. Sean Elliott, which, by the way, Miss TSR has never seen the Memorial Day Miracle. That sounds like a reaction, does it not? But Sean, with the kidney things he's gone through in his life, supports this. Spurs ball. National Kidney Month, it is. And Osman almost turns the ball, or said he gets out to Trey Jones. Jones is going to pick it up and launch a 3. In and out. Wiggins with the rebound. If LeBron wants Trey, he'll get him. Thomas. LeGM will get it. Curry for 3. We are getting outscored 12-0. Can somebody, anybody stop the bleeding? Champagny will drive in the paint. Reverse layup. No good. Draymond in the paint. Off the glass. This is an awful third quarter. CS 292, I would love to see that. Wow, this is... I'm in shock. Who's going to step up for the Spurs? Anybody? Wemby with the ball right now, 10 on the clock. Mr. Fourth quarter needs to be Mr. Third quarter. Gets into Trey. Trey's reverse layup. Rolls off the rim. We can't buy a bucket. Wiggins gets in the paint, spins around. He blows the layup. Champagny with the rebound. Can somebody just put the ball in the rim? Elliott to Wemby. There we go.
Thunder dunk of justice.
UConn went on a 30-0 run. What? 30-0 run? Curry with the ball. Pull up 3. Oh boy. And the Warriors just 69 the Spurs. Cannot let him get going. Kick him in the nads. Do something. Osman fakes a 3, gets it over to Trey. 7:45 to go in the third quarter. You get into Wemby in the paint. Back out to Branham, open for 3. Long rebound goes back to Malachi Branham. Branham's going to get it to Wemby. Wemby's going to get the little jump, alley-oop, jump, pushing. I don't know. Glaze and baking, we were up. And Miss TSR is very happy. Draymond turns the ball over. Trying to get it to Jackson Davis. Spurs get it ahead to Branham. Branham in the paint. Up off the glass. Good. All right, there we go. A little momentum, and the Warriors are going to call a timeout. All right, there we go. Woo. Jamie, good evening. Longtime viewer, finally subscribed. Big time Spurs and Cowboys fan. Your show is on. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for joining the channel. We have an awesome Spurs community. A little forewarning. The Cowboys do bad. I'm going to troll you a little bit. But you know what? I'll always ignore the trolling because I like to close my YouTube shorts off, the New York Giants shorts, with the Cowboys look like they suck today. And if anybody knows sucks, it's Giants fans. So I own it. 3-point game. All right, come on, Spurs. Let's keep it going. You gave them a run. You gave them like a 12-0 run. Let's now turn it around, take the lead back. I am relaxed. Cowboys losing is a good day. Exactly, Zach. All right, you know what to say hi? Isabella said he hasn't even seen him much today. Three. Grogu hug. Grogu hug. Grogu hug. Eyeball hug. He's looking at the score. He's trying to use the force to make the points more on the Spurs side, but it doesn't work like that. Oh. Yep, the force does not help change the score. Shucks. Dustin, a lot of people say that Jerry Jones needs to go. He's not injured Yoda. He's headband Grogu. That's a headband. A headband. Saying he's rocking a headband. It's not doesn't have a head injury. He's gonna have a head injury if I shake his head too much. Oh, baby Coyote's jealous, so he wants to come in. Levitating baby coyote, coyote, hama lama dunga ding dong odie. Boop boop. Ooh. 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 He gets thirsty. What do you mean MJ's removing blocks from Wemby? That Selena Bunny gonna give me nightmares? I want to see the Texans curb stomp the Cowboys. Wow. D-Don, thank you for stopping in, the Golden State Warriors fan. Golden State Warriors fans, all welcome. Everybody's welcome here at TSR Sports. The only thing we ask is if you could hit the like button because, well, that's what we do. Figure that's, the right thing to do if you're watching the channel and, working hard, running the scoreboard, game clock, play-by-play, talking to chat. And I'm all by myself. All by myself. For now, till Miss TSR Sports comes on.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Selena Bunny a bit kinky. I don't know what to do with that. Draymond Green gets in the paint, throws up the layup. And we're going to have a blocking foul on Chetty Osman. 69-66. Grapes are good, and they're good for you. Thank you for stopping in. We've got a good game tonight. They did not count the one on Wiggins. Okay, thank you, Robin. They're trying to keep Wemby off of 5x5x5x5. I said that too many times, or one? Just right. I don't know. Draymond's at the line for two, and made the first one, 70-66. 7:01 to go. Draymond at the line for one more 4-point game. It's been a good game. The Spurs were up for most of the game, but then the third quarter hit, and San Antonio forgot how to put the ball on the rim. Is that blood on Draymond's shoes? Andy, who? No, his shoes are just red. He isn't blood on them. And Draymond causes a steal, or causes a turnover. Fast break to Pods. Pods with the layup. And the Warriors are up by 7. What do you mean RP Eric Carmen? What? Who's Eric Carmen? I know Cartman. I don't know who that is. Osman, 3 from the corner. Off the rim, no good. Trey Jones will get the loose ball. He's wide open for 3. He'll take the 3. He'll make the 3. Spurs just 69 the Warriors. All right. Jones been shooting much better from 3 lately, which he's going to need if he wants to stay a starter in the NBA. Just calling it like it is. I like Trey, but you need 3. Your guards need to be able to shoot some 3s in today's NBA. Heck, pretty much every position. Curry will dig it in, or dish it to Moses Moody going backdoor. He'll throw down a dunk, 75-69. Okay, that clock stopped for a second. Spurs ball. Wemby out 3-point lane, gets over Malachi Branham. Branham with the screen with Wemby. And Branham turns it over in an easy fast break and an easy reverse dunk by Gary Payton. Pop's going to call a timeout, and he has got to be angry. Oh, YouTube's always going to be behind. Because of latency, it's always like that. Oh, the All By Myself singer died? Oh, no way. And I was just singing that. Oh, Greg, I had no idea. All By Myself. I'm singing the song. The guy that sang it passed away. Cole Kashiba, good evening to you. The Spurs were up at the half. They're down by 8. They were up by 8 at the half. The Warriors have outscored San Antonio 25-9 in the third quarter. This is a pathetic third quarter showing by our Spurs right now. I don't know what to say. NBA is not adding a 4-point line. It should not happen. 13 overs. Ouch. What's up, Odyssey? Good evening to you. And Coyote's wearing a bunny outfit. I'll show that real quick. Oh, crud. Well, you saw Steph Curry, so I couldn't get my camera spun around quick enough. I figured I could show you like 1 second. Yes, I love watching the Warriors and Spurs. Their ball movement is something beautiful to watch. I like watching the teams play too. I don't like the Spurs disappearing in the third quarter like this. We only have 2 timeouts left? Wow. We had a problem in Friday night's game where we couldn't, at the end of the Knicks game, we ran out of timeouts, I think in the last couple minutes. Oh boy. Some substitutions for the Spurs. Brandon came out, which is no surprise. Spurs running 2 point guards now with Jones and Wesley. Mamu turnaround jumper, no good. Collins didn't get the long rebound. The Warriors just hustling more. Curry, quick pull-up 3. JBG, I'm not sure. Kokoshiba, I feel that same way, man. Another turnover for the Spurs. This game is just totally falling away from us. Curry's going to take another quick 3. No good. Mama with the rebound. Well, Robin, we are missing 3 people tonight. Let's not forget Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, and Keldon Johnson are all out. There are guys starting tonight that would not normally start. Jones gets the layup. I'm not saying all 5 of our guys on this normal starting lineup are starters, but being out 2 guys that are normally starters and our main guy off the bench is not helping us whatsoever. The Warriors are out with Jonathan Kuminga. He's out tonight. So the Warriors are down a starter as well. Curry with another 3. No good. Julian, grab the rebound. This hits him in the hands and goes out of bounds. This has got to be kidding me. Ryan, good evening to you. I go eat pizza and we tucked our tails between our legs. Veronica, yes. We're getting destroyed in this third quarter. We were up by 8 at the half. There's actually 4:20 to go, so you know the joke. We're up by 8 at the half. Think about that. We're down by 9 right now. We have been outscored 28-11. And I'm trying to stay positive, but my goodness. Look at the score. The Hawks have a 4-point line? What? 29 feet, huh? Julian effing sucks. He should not be a starter. I'm fine with him coming off the bench. He's not a starter. Chris Paul, the ball for the Warriors. Gets it in the pods. Pods, nice dish to Looney. And Looney's going to get fouled. My man, Kevin Looney. Peter, good evening to you. Julian, grab the rebound. Things you shouldn't have to say. Greg, you are correct. Looney at the line. My first time really saying his name tonight on court. He has not been a factor. The Warriors been going small all night. He's barely played, but he does make the first free throw. Ultimate, yeah. I mean, what a swing in this quarter. And yes, Miguel, this quarter's been brutal. Up by 8 and trailing by 10 at this very moment. Good evening, Isabel Alele Spurs. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. And I'm not sure if I've been able to actually say thank you to you since you sent the mail, the posters, and a nice handwritten letter, which that was really nice to see that you came for Wemby would stay for the Spurs in the chat. That meant a lot to me right here. I won't share anything else you put in there, but that I wanted to share. That was awesome. But thank you for stopping in. You said you had some info on Wemby that you wanted to share next time you came on the stream as Zach gets fouled driving the paint. All right, Andrew, good evening. Dustin, not there yet. I don't know if we need a point guard or a power forward because our PF is ASS. Collins is at the line for 2. Shots. Where these go? Look, now she's got quadruple bunny ears. Boop, 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 boop. Zach made the first one. Zach, second free throw. Bounces around, bounces in. I just like saying Mamu. Pop is coaching Wemby on the bench. I saw that. Warriors ball. They're up by 9. Pods in the paint. Little jump hook. That was a brick. It's obviously not your shot, buddy. Devontae Graham will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it to Champagnie for 3. Nope. Mamu with the rebound. Back over to Devontae Graham for 3. Hey! Yay, Devontae Graham! I'm happy for him. Getting some playing time. Spurs 10 of 28 from the line. Warriors are 12 of 25, so they're shooting a little better than we are. Looney with the ball for the Warriors. Gets it over to Moody. Moody's going to drive in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. I hope that we could at least tie the court. Miguel, yes. Can we at least, or get it to under 4 under? Pop is a living legend. I don't want to say sorry, living legend, but he is a living legend. Barlow better than Collins. Barlow's out, Dustin. I saw Barlow's on the injury report. So right at the end of the season, we're getting just a ton of injuries. End of the season, bunch of injuries. Interesting. Convenient. First free throw's good. Must be an eclipse. Devontae, we're just down a lot of players hand over fist. We're down a lot of players. Keldon, Devin, and Jeremy all out. Jeremy might be out for the rest of the year. I don't know about the other two. Spurs play Tuesday, and I believe they're off Wednesday and Thursday. 84-76. Yeah, weird. Things that make you go, Zach Collins with the bar now. Drops it off to Devontae. Devontae starts to drive, gets double team, tries to get into Collins in the paint. Collins with a little jump hook, bounces off the front of the rim. No good. 4 under from your mouth to reality. I hope so. That three's no good, and see who shot that for Golden State. Now we're going to have a tied ball, and it's got to be a jump ball. Yep. Mamu and I can't see who went to the ground. I'll say Mamu's, the hustle's always there for the most part. Ooh, my clock is way behind. It might be Looney and Mamu. Nope. Moody and Mamu. Both dropped to the floor going for the ball. Nice hustle by both players. Hustle, loyalty, and respect. Moody and Mamukashvili with the jump ball. Clock is correct now. 2:38 to go in the third quarter. Spurs are down by 8. They went into this quarter up by 8. That's a 16-point swing. Spurs win the jump ball. 4 under. That's the goal. Weather with the ball, drives by the defense, gets in the paint, kicks it out to Devontae Graham for 3. Misses a 3. Yes, 100,000 of Bacano, 100,000 threes a day. Moody with the ball, starts to drive, gets into the paint. Out to Looney. Looney back to Moody. Moody pull up Jay. In and out. And Mama with the rebound. Penalty of Spurs fan. What happened? The Spurs happened. And James, that's the Warriors. Small ball. Jay Money, good evening to you. Thank you for stopping in. Yes, the Yankees 4-0, baby. Collins in the paint. Over to Blake. Over to Mamu. Mamu fakes a 3. Blake Wesley's wide open for 3. And nobody wants to get it to him because Blake Wesley for 3. Devontae Graham's going to launch another 3. All right. Okay. My nose has been itchy all night. I'm sorry. 5-point game. Minute and a half to go. Chris Paul on 3-point land. Starts to drive into the paint. Runner. Off the back rim. No good. Guys, grab a rebound. Collins just let Looney muscle in there for the rebound very easily. Yankees still suck. Go Dodgers. Yeah, Dodgers. Dodgers. DG still has oil in the tank. Minute 10 to go. Spurs down by 7. Graham with the ball. Yes, Devontae Graham with the ball. Over to Zach. Zach is wide open for 3. Short. Moody with the rebound. Warriors ball. 7-point lead. Not insurmountable, but I'd like to cut the lead a little bit if we can. CP3 over to Moody. Moody back to Klay Thompson. Thompson driving the paint. Gets it to Looney and almost a turnover. And the ball's going to be finally picked up by Moody. 4 on the shot clock. Out the pods for 3. That hurts. That hurts. You play some D, you almost cause a turnover, and then you give up a 3. It's a 10-point game. Just like that. Graham takes an off-balance three. He got fouled, though. I think he's going to be shooting 3 free throws. Collins might be the worst 8-foot rebounder. Collins is a terrible rebounder, let's be honest. I did see that, J Money. Both UConn to the Elite Eight. Yes, Miss CSR will be very happy. Have I hang out with snow bunnies? No, it's the Easter bunny. It's Easter. Flex assists. Oh, that's a non-shooting foul. Well, crap. 89-79. Blake Wesley gets into the... Almost turns the ball over. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Spurs. 9 on the shot clock. Spurs fan? Pods, Sanders. Brandon Podjenski. Spurs almost caused a turnover. There was a scramble for the ball. Gold State got the ball up to him, and he hit the open three. Veronica, I could go for Almond Joy. You want to send one to the TSR Sports P.O. Box? It'll be a surprise. I'll totally forget that I asked for an Almond Joy and a candy bar. I'm just kidding. Don't send me a candy bar. Zach jumper in the paint. Airball. Mamu put back. Mamu came to play tonight. I'll give him credit. Sandro Mamush-Calafell looking good tonight. 89-81. Do not give up another bucket. Keep it in single digits. Keep it in single digits. Chris Paul. Over to Pods. Pods just going to get grabbed by Devontae Graham. Sorry, by Blake Wesley. You got it. Airmail. Do not, Arnold Bunjor, do not, because I consider myself a good person and I won't throw it away. Do not send this channel a Dodgers jersey, a Red Sox jersey, an Astros jersey, an Eagles jersey, a Commanders jersey, a Cowboys jersey, a Lakers jersey. Curry for 3 at the buzzer, no good. Don't do it. Or the Mavericks. Or the Rockets. Please do not. Or Kawhi Leonard jersey. I'm just saying, you guys have joked around. Or Ray Allen. Damn it, do not send Ray Allen. You guys have joked around about stuff like that. Don't. Please don't. Because I would have to keep it, and that would hurt my soul. Because I would never trash anything anybody ever sent this channel. Notice some awesome for yes. I saw City Sissoko hand over fist. I'm not sure else. Tell me, what's the difference between Mamu and Sohan? Well, Mamu is 4 letters. Sohan is 6 letters. So there's that. I'm rooting for Soto, J Money. Big time. Yes, no buzzer beater. Tommy, good evening to you. And yes, go Spurs, go. Irene Batista, thank you for stopping in. A Warriors fan, appreciate you being here. Mamu has a double-double? A Lucas Samanic Spurs jersey. Let me tell you something, Phil. If you can find a Lucas Samanic Spurs jersey at an H-E-B and like a clearance bin for $5, feel free to send it. I'll pay you for that. I'll give you the $5 as a joke. Plus shipping. Okay. No Joshua Primo jersey as well. Probably also very much available on the discount rack somewhere. No. I'm hoping, we should hope for the Jeremy Sohan naysayers, you should want this kid to work out. That's a 9th overall pick from 2022. You don't want to waste lottery picks. If he ends up busting, that would be back-to-back years of wasted lottery picks. Joshua Primo in 2021 and Jeremy Sohan in 22. This franchise and a rebuild can't afford to be throwing picks away like that. So let's hope Jeremy gets it going. Hit a freestyle at the top of it. I don't drop bars, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a metal musician, not a rapper. I will occasionally make up stuff singing, but I usually have to be in that moment where I'm talking about something or hearing a song or whatever, and I can certainly make up my own lyrics on the fly, but doing a freestyle rap thing, I'm not a rapper. Although I might do a rap song at some point. I've got the music and chorus done for Up In Here by DMX, except it's the Spurs version. It's just writing lyrics for rap songs is harder than I thought because there's so many of them. Metal songs is usually just like 8 lines, 4 to 8 lines in the chorus, 4 to 8 lines in the chorus. Whereas I'm noticing with rap, I got to write a lot more. Spurs will start off effectively the fourth quarter. An alley-oop to Wemby, and the reverse layup, if you will, is no good. Are all Warriors games stats on the purchase? I don't know. Howdy, Gabriel. Good evening to you. As I looked away, that was a bucket for Golden State. 10-point game. Oh, Pop is screaming. Did Pop just get teed up? Pop is getting teed up. That's got to be a tee. I just heard a whistle, and Pop is over there screaming. I don't want a Champagne jersey either, by the way. Spurs fan, I think Luka was picked 19th overall. I could be wrong. He didn't work out. You're right. Sarah, did you just ask me, do I know who Mono was for the Spurs? I don't think you're at. I can't. You could not be asking me if I know who Manu Ginobili is. You couldn't be asking me if I know who Manu Ginobili is. Just saying. Just saying. Sandwich was a 19th overall pick. Yeah, Steven, yes. We want all your picks to work out. But we were not in a complete rebuild when we drafted him. When you're rebuilding and you miss on lottery picks, that hurts him a lot more. They get the ball to Wemby, and it's going to be a turnover. Couldn't quite catch the pass. Quick three by Clay, no good. Wemby with the rebound. We were close to being... We did kick Keldon Johnson in that draft at 29th. And that's... Hey, for a 29th overall pick, I think Keldon's been pretty darn good. So at least we had one good pick in that draft. Wemby in the paint. Turnaround J good. Zach Collins jersey. George Gervin would be cool. I mean, if somebody wanted to be gracious and send the channel George Gervin jersey, that would be on him. Awesome, because as far as the greatest Spurs of decades, he was the greatest Spur of the 80s. I don't own any George Gervin stuff. I'm being transparent. It's before my time as a Spurs fan. Graham fakes the three. Gets it over to Champagne, 15 on the shot clock. Back to Wemby. We need Mr. Fourth Quarter to be Mr. Fourth Quarter. He's going to take a quick three. And as soon as I say it, just the guy, good evening to you. Luka was 19th. Thank you, Sanders. No, Zach. If you can sit on the bench, you can play in the game. Hashtag tough love. That's true. Chris Paul drives. Now he's got Wemby on him. Just going to take the shot over Wemby. In and out. Wemby with the rebound. Spurs on the run. Watch out, Wemby. Chris Paul's right behind you. Wemby turned it over. Wemby, I know he likes bringing the ball up the court, but we need somebody better handles at this point in his career. Pods is wide open all day for three. He missed it. And Jackson Davis gets the rebound. Out-muscled Champagne. Clay into the paint. And a whistle before the shot. I don't know. RKO. Victor Wembanyama, you can get a go, Spurs go. Thank you. Nice, J Money. I ended up spending a lot of money on Under Armour. I bought a pair of running shoes, a pair of basketball sneakers, and 3 Under Armour shirts. Not a lot of money, like $135. But I spent some money, I guess you could say. Wemby with the ball. Starts to drive into the post, into the paint, spurns around, and throws it down and one. I think that was a dunk. I'll give him that.
The new dunk of justice.
Jackson Davis sounds like a new firm. Timeout, Golden State. Pop going to be there when Wemby retires? I would say no. No, probably not. Unless that means Wemby's retiring young. Yeah, that's kind of a dunk. He threw it down and won. Yeah, for people just coming into the chat, or you haven't been here earlier, we're in a timeout. So at the Under Armour store in New Jersey, in Atlantic City, that's why I didn't call the Knicks game on Friday night. I did watch it. I didn't get to see it. And I wasn't expecting to buy these, but they were 50% off. So they were, they were $40. But I actually got a pair of Steph Curry's, and I got the weird fruity juice, the fruit colors, or lemon, the Kool-Aid colors. I don't know. But, they have blue and yellows there, not my size, which is probably a good thing. I don't want to get Warriors colors, but I got the Steph Curry, these crazy color shoes, which all the players are wearing now. And I thought it'd be funny because Well, Miss TSR makes fun of these highlighter shoes, so I kind of bought them for that reason too. But I did wear them and ran around the store and jumped in the store a bit, and I really need a good pair of basketball shoes, and they felt comfortable, and I was like, you know what? Maybe they'll help me shoot like Steph Curry. I'll also be dunking like Steph Curry, as in not at all. But maybe, we'll see. Wemby, 21 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, 3 steals. Thank you very much, Wemby. We do need more Thunder dunks, Miguel. Pop and the Spurs will mutually part ways. That's going to happen at some point. And they're Easter colored. Yeah, there you go, Annie. Easter shoes. VVS, good evening. Ice cream colors. I could go for some ice cream. Welcome back, Hurricane Megan. Thank you, Hanover Fist. And I got some running shoes. These are a little weird colored, but somebody made a good point. Bright shoes while you're running outside, not the worst thing. So these were really comfortable. And these were only 35 bucks. These were like normally 80. So I was like, well, shoot. I need a pair of running sneakers, my running shoes. My running shoes right now are also my basketball shoes, and they're taking a beating, and they've seen better days, and now they've been replaced. And hopefully that should help with my workouts moving forward. No, England is a cold-hearted place. Texas is different. What, Veronica? Jabri Moore, thank you for stopping in. High five to all the folks stopping in that are Warriors fans. Appreciate you being here. Of course, to Spurs Nation, appreciate you being here. And if you're enjoying the content, saying, hey, this guy seems okay. He put an Easter bunny on Selena Gomez's head. So he must be okay. That's actually Selena. See? It's Easter Selena. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you'd like to subscribe too, we cover the San Antonio Spurs. Going to try to do some reactions to other NBA content moving forward throughout the year. Maybe some UFC reactions covering the New York Giants. Also, if you're into metal, which a lot of people aren't these days, but my metal bands on here where, well, I actually play everything. And, yeah, have a lot of fun here. Also cover Kai Soto. If anybody's a Kai Soto fan, I've been following his journey to the NBA the last 2 years, right around this time. And I know people accuse me, oh, you're just doing it for views. Look, we just put up a Kai Soto video last week that had a whole 300 views. It's still there. I'm just covering because I enjoy covering them. Sometimes the videos do well, sometimes they don't. Who cares? I want him to do well. And he just started his own YouTube channel, which I have subscribed to, by the way. Cheap plug alert. Jabri Moore, no. I don't do... I had a sponsorship opportunity from BetUS. I said no. No sponsorships here. This is for fun. I want this to everybody to feel welcome, and I don't want you to get beat over the head with sponsors and ads. And now a foul on the Warriors? Yep. Megan, I enjoy watching him. I enjoy watching Kai. I honestly do. I don't know why people find that hard to believe. One of my favorite things is players that dunk hard. He dunks hard. And I love his nickname, Kaiju. I'm a Godzilla fan. I've been a Godzilla fan for 40 plus years. So the word Kaiju, very familiar with it. And I have to like somebody who has the name Kaiju. Spurs ball down by 5. Wemby with it. Guarded by Chris Paul. Okay. He gets double teamed. Over to an open Devontae Graham. Graham's going to take the 3. Damn it. Just missed. The Spurs need to unleash their fury. Under 9 minutes to go. That's going to foul San Antonio off the ball. I really am Hurricane Megan. My girlfriend said she actually likes that about me, but I'll be transparent. I did a sponsor once 4 years ago, hated it, and I just want this channel to stay fun. I don't want this channel to ever change who I am. I've seen other channels get changed by money, and I don't want that here. I don't ever want that. I always want you to feel welcome here. That, big dunk by Davis. I don't want you to feel like you have to super chat to be seen or be a member. I want everybody to just feel welcome, whether you're a Spurs fan, Lakers fan, Warriors fan, Red Sox fan, and just be a fun sports community. That's all I got on that. Spurs ball, Champagne open for 3. All right, Julian, never doubted him. We do need Rambo. Oh, Godzilla -1, Veronica, was terrific. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Excellent movie. Shocked at how good Godzilla -1 was. 8 on the shot clock for the Warriors. Curry with the ball. Gets it into Jackson Davis. He gets into the paint. Misses the shot. Gonna get fouled. Let's get it to 150 likes is right, Victor Wembanyama. I appreciate you.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
All right, well, yes, Zach. I've always admitted that. I will definitely take Google's ad revenue. Google also has billions and billions of... Oh, that's a clean block. They should challenge this. Wemby hit the ball first. They're gonna challenge it. Thank you, Miguel. No Sohan, no Vassell, no Kellen, and City doesn't play. Exactly. The chat was bugging on my side. I'm back. I'm back in the saddle again. Welcome back, Isabel. That block looked clean to me. Vicar needs 5 more blocks tonight to breathe. There's not a lot of time left on the clock for him to do that. Connecticut is a cool state, and I've lived in Texas before. Prefer Connecticut. Lance? I'm not the biggest fan of Connecticut, mostly because our real estate taxes are through the roof. While we're in a commercial break, TSR Sports house that he lives in right now has the same square footage of the house he lived in Virginia, roughly. I do have a 2-car garage here. I did not have a garage in Virginia. My yard was bigger, though, in Virginia than my yard here, my property. So all in all, I figure it's somewhat of a wash. Plus, some of the living space here is the finished basement, not above. At a fireplace in Virginia, no fireplace here. So it's kind of a wash. My property taxes are over 4 times up here what I paid in Virginia. Yeah. So when it's time for TSR to retire, I'm not staying in Connecticut. I don't know where I'm going, but it's going to be somewhere warmer whenever that point gets here. Fletcher says it looked like a clean block by Wemby to me. I saw Wemby block the ball, and then there was contact. So, I mean, Sean Elliott said the same thing. It looks like they should challenge, and they did. No, Rich Godzilla. Oh, Godzilla versus Kong. Was it good? Of course, Isabel. Make sure you put in at TSR Sports so I can see it. That should put it orange. I want to, go ahead for your 2 weird infos. Absolutely. So, Veronica, Godzilla vs. Kong was good because the CGI in the trailers looked really bad, and that was worrying me. Melissa, what the $5 super chat says, appreciate you, Go Spurs Go. Thank you. You didn't have to do that, but you did. I do appreciate super chats. You guys certainly don't have to do them. The channel does have some expenses. The NBA League Pass, I have to get Sling Orange to sometimes call the draft or watch Spurs games when they're on TNT or ESPN, and just sometimes random equipment. We bought a new mic last year. Probably need a new computer soon, but thank you. Appreciate that. But never required. Godzilla, Raymond Bird. That's interesting. Lady Jones, I don't think I'd be able to move to San Antonio. If things work out between Miss TSR Sports, which we're all hoping they do, I don't think she'd want to live in Texas. In speaking with her, just like there's places she would want to live where I wouldn't, so we would come to a compromise to a place we both want to live. I'll put it up on Go Spurs Go real quick here. The call stands. We lost that. Jackson Davis misses the first free throw. The ball don't lie. All right. I changed outfits. He made 1 or 2. All right, Veronica. I mean, I love Godzilla. Maybe Miss TSR and I will see it when she gets back. From Portugal. Mama with the ball, gets it to Wemby. Under 8 minutes to go. Wemby out 3-point land, 9 on the shot clock. Wemby still with the ball at 3-point land, gets double teamed, doubles off, rifles it right into the hands of Jackson Davis. That's turnover. Well, Victor Wembanyama, Wemby will be retired by the time I retire. I will be working probably for at least another 16 years. Curry for 3. Oh, that hurts. Wemby probably will be near the end of his career or retired. Mamu open for 3 from the corner. Nope. Moody with the rebound. Spurs down by 8. Hurricane Megan, super chat? No, please. Listen, anybody in the chat, do not apologize for not doing super chats. I know there are channels on YouTube that will only read super chats and nothing else. That is not required here. Please understand, it's not required. Now, I might miss your chats over the next few seasons if more and more people are coming to the streams and we have 300, 400, 500, maybe hopefully one day 1,000 people watching. If we get to that point, I might miss your chats. It's not intentional. I just can't get to everything. Turnovers do hurt, and yes, of course the Raptors won again. Victor Wembanyama, I don't think the Raptors are going to win another game this year. Spleen, what's up? He said, Malachi is a perfect tank master. Love it. He never disappoints me when the Spurs need a loss. Wow. That's harsh, man. Wow. That's no love for Malachi. Avi Us with the super sticker for $4. Thank you very much. And Q chilling. Avi Us. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you. Thank you. Whoosh. You have the ball in the Curry the jumper off the glass. Now we're down by 10. We need a run. It's at TSR. It should start coming up, Isabel. If you're using a computer, if you do the @ sign and start typing TSR, it should come up automatically. Jones in the paint, reverse layup, brick. Oh boy, Curry's going to drive, gets into the paint, drive right back out. Going to launch a quick turnaround three. That's no good. Jackson Davis with the rebound. Can somebody rebound for the Spurs already? Curry drives. Misses a shot. Going to get fouled, going to line for two. Well, Jabri, you're welcome. I hope I said Jabri right. Jabri Moore? And it looks like Jabri. You can brick a layup, Greg. You can. Whenever we need a loss, just put Malachi Cullen and Zach Collins in at the same time with Julian Champagne. And Curry's first free throw was good. Lazy Jones with the $2 super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oh, what's that say? QLHF. I don't know what that stands for. What's that? What's that acronym stand for? I like the cute little spinning robot, but TSR is like all old and stuff, and I don't know what that stands for. Zach usually has a horrible point differential. By the way, the Spurs have taken more free throws than the Warriors, just for the record. The Warriors are on an 8-0 run. Good luck, have fun. Thank you, Blitzkrieg. Thank you. Good luck, have fun. Malachi Brandon with the brick. Warriors ball. Good luck, have fun. Thank you, Lazy Jones. It's been a lot of fun on this channel. More focused and more relaxed in this channel than I've ever been. And that's a good thing. Jackson Davis in the paint, muscles it in, no good. Graham with the rebound. They get it up the court to Chetty Osman, and that's a turnover. Down by 12. Wemby getting a rest right now. Curry drives, throws it over to Jackson Davis. He was not ready for that pass. Going to go out of bounds, turnover. Maybe Miss TSR would move to San Antonio if we draft Stephen Castle. Wemby, if the Spurs ended up getting a plethora of UConn players, she probably would then maybe consider it. I think she said San Antonio. I know she said if I ever, this is wishful thinking, of course, if the opportunity ever was there to work for the Spurs, i.e. a play-by-play announcer, which is not going to happen. If that door opened, it's out. If that opportunity opened, she would then, be game. Malachi Branham drives to the basket and hits a bucket. Okay, then info number one. Wemby's mother is curiously never correctly written in the news. It's a double barrel one. What do you mean, Isabel? Her name's never correctly written. Her full name is... Oh my goodness, that's a lot of name. Well, good luck tomorrow, Greg. Dr. Or it's not Dr. De Faturu Vassell. Is it Wemby? I'm after that. S. I'm not giving up on the Spurs yet. S. Is that an Adam Sandler reference? R-E-S. P-S. What the? No? Anybody? Anybody? No? Okay. We're in a timeout 5 minutes ago. The Spurs are down by 10. I'm not giving up on the Spurs yet. Now, if there was 30 seconds left, I would be honest and say the game's over. By the way, his sister has dropped in beautiful. Jim, I believe his sister's cute, but I don't know if she's under 18, so I don't want to be weird and say too much. LeBron James says his career is nearing its end. Shocker. I don't know when that door will close as far as when I retire, but I don't have much time left. Well, I mean, he's pushing 40. That's weird that Vassell is in her name. And confusing, because people might think that Wemby's related to Devin, which he's not, as far as I know. The Spurs haven't... Look, the Spurs are on a 3-game winning streak. It's their first 3-game winning streak of the year. Please do not forget, Spurs fans, they're out 3 guys tonight in important pieces of their team. Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, and Keldon Johnson. Curry with the runner in the paint, good. Miguel, we can, but we need to run now. We need to start stopping the Warriors and make sure all our shots are good shots that, of course, obviously go in too would be preferable. Wemby with the ball in the paint, turn around, spin around, off the glass, good. What's Wemby got for the night now? But Wemby has a very quiet 24 points. I didn't realize he had that many. I mean, it's no 40. No 49, but it's still good. Zach is abysmal. Is Curry? Curry's always chewing. Curry pull up 3. Steph Curry, easily the greatest shooter we've ever seen play the game to date. And nobody in the game more makes me want to punch them in the face because of him chewing on that mouthpiece. That drives me crazy when he just has his mouth guard out. Blake Wesley's doing it too. I want to pop him one too. Pop the mouth guard right back in their mouth. Stop chewing on it. It's gross. Warriors ball. Curry with the ball. Starts to drive. Nice pass to Draymond. Draymond on the paint. Good over Wemby. Sweep the leg. You got a problem with that? 111-99. 12-point game. Spurs are slowly running out of time. Wemby's going to take off in the paint. Out to Champagny for 3. Wow, that is weird, Isabel. 111, 102, 3:20 to go. The Warriors are in the bonus. Curry with the ball. Over to Moody. Back to Draymond. Over to Curry. 8 on the shot clock. Curry getting all sorts of crowded by Branham. Back to Moody. Moody's going to take the 3. Gets blocked by Champagny. And a shot clock violation. That's a turnover. Spurs ball. Yes, Jamie, you can get a Chuck Norris. Of course you can. You're more surprised when Champagny makes a 3. Greg, I am. I am. I shouldn't be. I am. But I'm happy for him when he plays well. Why? Because I'm a Spurs fan, and I want all our guys to do well. Whether I'm a fan of them or not, whether I'm a fan of the draft pick or not, I'm rooting for the guys to play well. Malachi with the ball right now, rocking the white headband power Malachi. Over to Wemby. Wemby gets Davis off his feet, drives the paint, turn the ball over. Those turnovers are killing us. And now what? Offensive foul on the Warriors. Kelly Spector, we don't have him on the team. Andy, he needs to play. That was a good steal. Draymond with the reach in, but he got ball first. That was a good steal by Draymond Green. I didn't see a foul there. Wemby's going to take a quick 3 over Draymond. Ooh, not good. 9 points, 2:20 to go. Running out of time. Jackson Davis, runner in the paint, in and out and in. We're just running out of time, Spurs fans. Nice job by the Warriors coming back, by the way. Huge third quarter for them. Wemby's not going to take another 3. Okay. All right. Well, I can't complain when he goes in. Okay, to number 2. His mom is from old aristocracy, like old and prestigious. Wemby is true blue-blooded on his maternal side. Documented since 1429. 113, 105. Wemby has 5 turnovers. Yes, he was S. And Wemby's at the line. We had a technical on somebody for the Warriors. The Steph? They're saying somebody threw the ball off the basketball apparatus. So a technical on the Warriors. I'm not sure who it was. Maybe Draymond? I mean, it seemed like something Draymond would do. It would be funny, Cal, but it doesn't work like that. Yes, a Chuck Norris feed on. I like to have fun on the channel. If you aren't down with us having fun on the channel, we got 2 words for you.
Sucker!
Anyway. Warriors ball. 7-point game. Oh, it's Gary Payton with the technical. My apologies. Gary Payton the second with the technical. 113, 106, 150 to go. Wemby with 28, 9, 5, and 3. Curry's going to launch a mile-long 3. No good. Spurs cannot get a rebound. You got to get those rebounds. You cannot give them second chance opportunities. 5 on the shot clock. Draymond alley-oop. And Wemby breaks up the oop. Draymond gets the ball back. Curry for 3. Misses a 3. Malachi finally gets the rebound. Over to Osman. Osman pull up 3. There we go. 4-point game. It's a 4-point game. Good evening, Jared. Thank you for stopping in. Miguel, usually I feel that way. There was not on Draymond, not a technical on Draymond. 1:10 to go. Osmo with 18 points. I think that's his first bucket of the second half. Curry getting double teamed. And Wemby with the steal. Spurs on a break. To get it to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Gets fouled. Whew. It is not getting close. It is close. Two shots for Wemby. They should, Annie. They should. Spillane, I believe he's one of the better three-point shooters. He's definitely top 3 on the team. Both teams in the bonus. 59 seconds to go. First free throw is good. It's a 3-point game. Chetty Osman hit the last 3 for us, Arno. I don't give up on our guys. I need some agua. Mas agua. Wemby with 29 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals, plus 3 blocks, I think. Listen, the Spurs are out 2 starters tonight. And they're top scorer off the bench. And I'm glad to see they're fighting tonight. No Devin, no Jeremy, no Kelvin. And they're in this game. You should be proud of the team, even if they lose. Oh, okay, thank you, Spillane. All right. He's only 1 over 38. Curry with the ball. You got to think he's taking the shot here. Defense chance out. 113, 111. 50 seconds to go. Curry drives on Trey Jones. Stops, pops. Off the rim, off. And another rebound for the freaking Warriors. And Clay hits a 3. This lack of defensive rebounding at times is killing us because they're small. Wemby pulls up her 3 down the other end. No good. Osmo with the offensive board. Back to Wemby. And Wemby's going to get fouled. Jared, that felt like a dagger. It's not over yet. Curry with the miss. And for them to get the offensive board, that was huge. Because we would have had a chance to tie the game there. Glaze and Bacon, it's certainly not helping us there. I mean, granted, who else is really a good rebounder out there besides Wemby? Champagny, no. Osman, no. Jones, no. Brown, no. I mean, Jones is a good rebounder for his height. Wemby makes the first free throw, but we could have used Sohan there. He's been rebounding much better as of late. Or Kellen, somebody. Wemby now at 31 points. Wemby, except for the turnovers, is having a fantastic game. The turnovers, look, I had to call it like it is. I'm not trying to trash a kid, but turnovers are a problem this year. And they've been a problem all year. Once he fixes that and gets a better team around him, watch out, NBA. All right. Draymond with the ball. 20 seconds to go. 116, 113. It's got to be Curry with this. Curry's got to get the last shot here for the Warriors. CP3 with the ball right now. Starts to drive. Looks to get it to Curry. Instead gets it out to Pods. Pods going to take a mile-long 3. In and out. And Wemby with the rebound. And a timeout by the Spurs. No, a foul on Wemby. The foul's on Wemby. A miss and a foul on Wemby. That's going to be 2 free throws for the Warriors. Draymond Green to the line. Wemby reached over him. You're going to call that. Wemby reached over his head. Draymond at the line for 2. He missed the first one. He missed the first. The Spurs, if he misses this, the Spurs will have a chance. If he makes it, then that's the dagger. Spurs are bringing in Zach Collins, bringing in the big guys for rebounding. I'm going to have to cover up the chat so I don't get any spoilers. Malachi Branham coming out because Malachi Branham. Draymond at the line for 1 more. Made it. Pop's going to call a timeout. 4-point game. Sports Hulk, good evening to you. Love the channel name. Big Dizabe, good evening to you. Shotani Tani's ex-interpreter called. What? That could be the dagger. That one hurt. That one hurt a lot. Not gonna lie. Timeout. Sean Elliott saying, back in my day, you just let guys battle it out. That's not a foul. Well, I'm sure the NBA wants the Warriors in the play-in, Arno. I mean, of course. I mean, Ricardo, good evening. Which NBA player should the Spurs draft next season? Starting to pick your moment. I mean, it depends where we pick. If it's a top 3 pick, I could see the Spurs drafting Alexander Sarr or Zachary Rasache. If it's outside the top 3, it could go to any one of the point guards in the draft. It could be Nikola Topic, Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepard. I have no idea which way they're going to go. And I think that's what's really cool about this draft, if you're a Spurs fan, is it's not concrete who they'll draft, no matter where they pick. You have to get the number 1 overall pick. Sarr, Rasache, I don't know. Well, that's not good if I see that, but we'll see what happens. Wemby turnaround 3? Nope. Trey Jones back to Wemby for another 3? Nope. Congratulations, Warriors fans. 117 to 113. A close game. The Spurs 3-game losing streak, or 3-game winning, or their winning streak is over. They had won 3 in a row to the team tankers. This is obviously good for you guys. The Spurs will not move up or move down in the draft. They'll stay right where they are as the 3rd worst team in the NBA. Pop is heated. I'm glad he's heated. He looks like he still wants to win. Unique, good evening to you. I guess Pop wanted to foul with me and didn't get it. Spurs were outscored 37-21 in the 3rd quarter. And that's the quarter that did us in. They're saying Wemby should have got fouled on the 3-point, or that was a foul on the 3-point shot. May not have made a difference. It is what it is. Spurs dropped to 18 and 57. And if we take a look at the standings, I think we're 3rd worst team in the league. We are. Tied with Charlotte with 18 wins. And the Spurs only have 7 games left. I will be live with T.S. Bear. My girlfriend's dog will be here for the rest of the season, so I'll be live for the rest of the season with him. And the rest of the season plays out like this, my friends. Denver on Tuesday, the Pelicans on Friday. Next week, we got the 76ers on Sunday, the Grizzlies on Tuesday, the Thunder on Wednesday, the Nuggets on Friday, and the season ends on April 14th against Detroit Pistons. Only 7 games left, and then the season will be over. It's been a tough season with a abysmal 18-game losing streak, a team record, but we've seen a lot of progress with Wemby from the start of the season to where he is now. Devin has shown some progress and looking like he could be a legit number 2 on the team. We've seen Jeremy at times show some greatness in the starting lineup. We've also seen him disappear. We have a lot of inconsistencies. I think we're gonna get a good player in the draft that's going to be probably a starter from day 1. The question is, in the offseason, will the Spurs trade for Trae Young? That will be one to watch. My friends, if you're on the way out, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It still does help the channel. And that being said, let's look at who played well for both teams. For the Warriors, Draymond Green with 12. Wow, Draymond. What a weird game he had. 21 points, 8 of 9 from the field, 6 rebounds, 11 assists, 6 steals. That's all really good. Did have 5 turnovers, so kind of an up and down game, but overall a good game. Jackson Davis with 7. Wiggins with a terrible game. 2 of 12 from the field, 4 points. Curry went off. Of course, he did 33 points. Also hit 7 of 15 3-pointers. 8 assists. Did have 4 turnovers himself, though. Clay, kind of a quiet night. 13 points. Was 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. Off the bench, Looney with 4. Paul with 9. Peyton with 4. Moody with 10. And Pods with 12. For our San Antonio Spurs. Champagny, kind of a weird night. Did have 9 points, 5 boards, 4 assists. But only 3 of 9 from the field. Osman with a good game, 18 points. Oh, wait, you can't hear that anymore. All right. I shut the desktop audio off. Wemby, 32 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks. But the 5 turnovers certainly hurt us. Trey Jones with 12 points and 6 assists. Malachi Branham, not a very good game. 12 points on 5 of 14 shooting. Also had 4 turnovers. Off the bench, Collins had 13 and 8. Mamu with a very good game. 10 points and 11 boards. Graham finally got a Devontae Graham sighting, 6 points. And Blake Wesley with 1 point. Did have 5 assists, though. And no turnovers. Spurs as a team had 19 turnovers. The Warriors had 15. The Warriors had 12 offensive rebounds. We had 16, so we actually rebounded better than them. But they capitalized on those second chance opportunities. I don't know if we did, but it felt like every time they got a second chance opportunity, got an offensive rebound, somebody was shooting a 3, and unfortunately, it was usually going in. So that's all I got, my friends. Let me pull the chat back up so I can say goodnights. Thank you, Jared. Malachi Tankmaster. Hopefully we get some guys back for Tuesday night's game. Having Devin, Kelvin, and Jeremy out certainly was a detriment to this team. So hopefully at least Devin's back. I think Jeremy might be out for the rest of the year. That's what I'm hearing. And it was a good game, though. Tim, I agree. They do, but it is what it is. I mean, it's. I love the NBA, but Spurs are still over Sunday. It's still too much of a touchy foul league, and then when there is a touch foul, they don't call it at the end. I don't know. Inconsistent, but you know what? It is what it is. Like Dana White says with the UFC. And you might say, wait, where's he going with this? You have those fights you watch where clearly fighter A wins the fight via your eyeballs, but the decision goes to fighter B. And Dana always said, never leave it in the hands of the judges. Well, same thing in the NBA. Don't let the game be close enough where it can be decided by the refs. We had a lead. We had an 8-point lead at halftime, and then we just stunk in the third quarter. We play a better third quarter, we probably win this game. So that's all I got, my friends. Thank you very much for hanging out tonight. Hopefully you had a happy holiday. On behalf of myself, Headband Grogu, Baby Coyote, and props to her for wearing the costume all night. Take it off. Whoops. Don't disappear your body. Where is it? And, Bunny Gomez or Easter Gomez, Selena Bunny, whatever you want to call her, the Selena Bunny. And also our other co-host that doesn't come around too often, this guy right here. Yeah, that just happened. What you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!